Ontological. Hello, Catfish. Okay, hang on. We're going to set this up. I need to set this up this way. Let's try. Hang on. That one. And then this one. And then, fingers crossed. It worked. Fantastic. Lovely. Okay. And the voice is on. Yes. Right, so I can continue. Let's continue. Let us continue. Let's continue. We're doing well. Where are we? What's happening? Oh, right. I just killed it. Right, yeah. Good. Beat up the old orky boy. Sure we got the ammo. Is Sidonus dead yet? No. Does he die? Which one's Sidonus? I don't know.
Captain,
the damned orc is
It's
dead.
like saying, is Snape dead?
Some good news.
this rail line will take us directly to the Titan manufactorum.
Snape dead yet?
The faster the
Come
better.
on!
Those orcs slowed us down.
And gave Nemeroth time to prepare his invasion.
So it's totally lit. Oh, in that case, my mind is put at rest. Thank you. Good. We're on a choo-choo train. We're on a choo-choo train. Lovely. I have no more worries about this. He's the old one, right? He's the not nerd.
Captain Titus.
Yes.
The orcs are running scared.
Are
What's
they?
happened?
The captain dealt with their war boss once
Oh,
and for all.
that as well.
We have a chance now.
Bolster your defenses. The demon host will not be so easy to frighten off.
Good luck, Titus. All our hopes are with you.
It would be the annoying. The annoying character is the nerd. That's Sidonus, isn't it? This guy's it's like Lysander. Is that Lysander? That guy? I don't know. Doesn't matter. I prefer not to use first names. It makes me become attached to them.
5,302 workers absent. The Magos has been notified.
Yeah, see Leandros? See? Leandros? I know where Leandros was.
Adeptus of Starfleet recognized. Full access granted.
Thank you.
Ultramarines, this is Princeps Enoch aboard Titan Invictus.
This is
Ooh.
Captain Titus. What is the status of the Titan?
My crew and I are aboard Invictus, but she's immobilized. You will need to activate our berth's backup generator to release the mooring clamps.
Understood.
Why are you... Whoa. Why are you only just activating the Titan? Has it taken you 2 weeks to get to the fucking Titan? Oh, I saw someone skittering. Who's skittering? Ah, them. Someone save my life, please. I'm being... There we go. There's my health back. Sploosh. I mean, yeah, it does actually take quite a long time to activate, isn't it, to be fair. You're shooting. Silly, wasn't it? Top again with the health regeneration. Yeah, they do take a long time, don't they? It's a bit stressful. It's like, oh god, please stamp on his head. I really want a las cannon, but I don't have to get my power. It's tempting. It's tempting. I'd have to give my I'd have to give up my hammer for the axe, which is fine. Take the las cannon. Okay. Just want to point out, I'm not happy about it. throw las cannons, but they're great against Chaos Space Marines. As well they should be. I mean, they're effectively just supposed to burn their way through an through a tank, aren't they? They just love shooting you, don't they? Get wrecked, son. Well, that's one not so bad. Oh, me like it. Stormbolter. I'm assuming not. I think I've got all the weapons now. Although I'm sure someone will come out and tell me. We're heading towards the green door. What now? Why are you behind me? Such shit shots, I wouldn't have to be holding all the glory. It'd be nice if you actually did something, that's what I'm saying, alright? Like, I genuinely don't mind sharing some of the glory. Get rid of it. There we go. Yeah. Ow. In the face. Stormbolter's fine, but what I really want is like a power fist or something. Just something about being able to punch someone directly through the face and like vaporize their brain. Nope, dead. The laser cannon guys are the new warp rockets, aren't they? Just tell them. We're going to place these everywhere. And you're going to learn to hate them. Experience some Chaos Space Marine climbing on a roof of Alaska.
Hard work occupies the body and distracts the mind.
Oh, they love
It's a
I mean,
noble and
you know,
worthy thing.
those are very big tank tracks, it's true. Like, wildly huge. I need someone to punch your face. Ideally, when they're not also trying to shoot me from every direction. That would be the win.
experimentation with the warp energy is proceeding rapidly. I no longer need to travel into the warp to pull more energy into this dimension.
That already
But
sounds bad.
I am encountering unexpected activity.
Yeah, see,
I
that's
was
also
naive to
sounds
think that
bad.
my incursion into warp space had gone unnoticed. Something has taken an interest. When I manipulate the energies, I feel a presence pushing against my psychic defenses, testing me.
You see, that instantly sounds really bad. That would be the point where I go, let's not push this any further.
Must report to their shifts despite the emergency.
Oh, hello. Hello, big boys.
That did it, Ultramarines. If you can release our mooring clamps, we can bring devastation to the invaders. The renegades have it well guarded.
Understood.
But then an Inquisitor would need to have common sense. That's true. I think you're being watched in space. Space hell. Space hell's the worst hell. What's that? Oh, fuck. What's that sci-fi horror film? Is it Event Horizon? The one where the ship has gone basically to the warp and is now like infested, and everything goes, you know, tits up as you'd expect. It was all fun and games. God damn, why did that guns hurt so much?
The enemies of man are here! Only in death does duty end.
Still want to watch that film? Oh, you should? It's fine. It's not a good film, but it's certainly not bad. Why the fuck is it my graphics options? I don't think it is. What do we want? Options, I guess. I don't think we can change it from here. I don't... My computer's good. I think it's probably just a... Realize you could do a thing. No shit, Sherlock. alive? No? We're good? Good.
Chaos renegade. Renegade attack.
Without cover mechanics. Yeah. No, yes. There you are. Get wrecked.
Destroy the weak!
Only one left. Come in. I want to chat.
I will feed you to the dark gods myself, Ultra.
Very good. Where did your... Oh. Hang on.
Spill that blood!
No, thank you, sir. No, I said no. It fired the last cannon. Yeah, the Dark Gods can't protect you from last cannon shots, apparently. Dying is suboptimal. It is suboptimal, that's true. Probably heresy as well. Everything's heresy. Right, where do we go now?
That elevator will get us to the mooring clamp controls.
I will
Great.
take care of the clamps. You and Leandros get the doors to the manufactorum open.
Understood, Captain.
Okay, guess I'll go through the green door. Hit fire is fire a las cannon. Can't go wrong with that.
You belong to the machine god. You are a cog in the glorious machine.
Oh no, I probably definitely want the las cannon. Yeah. Yeah. Keep him dying. Yeah, death is probably, you know,
Enoch,
reason for
I have
execution.
Inquisitor Drogon's power source with me. We must use it to supercharge your weaponry.
The power source? The rights involved in using it safely? Only the High Fabricator himself.
Unless we act now, an entire Chaos fleet will hang over your forge world.
Understood.
Not in that case. We could probably rush through some basic litanies, it's fine. Door the vent. Yeah, I guess I do quite. I mean, I forget that I've got the Vengeance launcher. It is good. Wait, have I gone the wrong way? I've gone the wrong way. It's always the problem when you've got two doors on an elevator. You never know which way to face. You just end up like standing side on so that you don't get embarrassed. No, we like the. Alright, we need to go outside for the power hammer. Lightning hammer. But
Mooring clamps released. Invictus powering up now.
My battle brothers will have the gates open shortly. Maneuver Invictus close to the topmost gantries. I'm coming aboard.
Yes, Captain.
Titans look so cool. Titans are great. There should be more games about Titans, and not just the one that was about Titans that was really good. Kill you. Ow. Stand still and just shoot at it. Method. Always good. And a servo skull left in a corner. I do have an accidental bullet time feature, yes.
Lock it down! A demon is in the labs!
Authorization required to implement security protocols.
Drogon, Inquisitor, Ordo Xenos.
Repeat authorization. Speak clearly.
Drogon! Inquisitor! Ordo!
Oh, I want to get aboard a Titan.
I have a target for you. The orbital spire.
The spire? But Captain, it is a masterwork of the machine god.
No, it was.
It is feeding energy into the warp gate above it.
Now it's going to be a big pile
If
of
we are to
rubble.
stop this invasion, the spire must fall.
I understand.
It does have a Baywatch setting, absolutely. Hello, yes please, Stalker Bolter. Storm! I thought you said there wasn't a Storm Bolter in this game. What the fuck is that? Do I want to swap the las cannon for a Storm Bolter? Do I? Do I want to do that? Feeling says yes, so we're doing it. It's happening. Nah, it's fine. We're good. We're gonna go with this. Absolute worst case, everyone dies. Woo! Hang on. Woo! Kabonk.
Where must I bring the power source?
Travel across the armature to the starboard side, Captain. I will open a maintenance house for the volcano cannon.
Protocols suspended. Access authorized.
The apse is below you, Captain.
The what now? Oh, that can't be good. No, you're right. I should have brought the last cannon. Oh my god, it does so much damage. Fuck you. I know, I'm putting the streams. Oh, these guys suck. What's I supposed to do? Kill him? This is bullshit.
Strike my true! Life is the Emperor's currency. Spend it well.
Right. Oh, don't tell me I have to do this again. Why did they put
I have a target
the save point before the lifts? I swear to God, there's decisions in this game you just think, do these people hate the players?
It is feeding energy into the warp gate above it. If we are to stop this invasion, the spire must fall.
I understand.
Okay. Yes, let's make the player go through the slow elevator bit before the boss battle. That's a good idea. That'll be fun. I'll enjoy that. Fuck you. How do you swap different weapons? I don't want to swap the... How do I swap like the Vengeance launcher? Because it just says swap las cannon. Swap Stalker Bolt for Vengeance. Oh. Right, so now I've got the las... Oh, right, okay, so las cannon, Stalker Bolt. Right, that feels good. That feels right. I think we're probably going to want some long-range weaponry for this, because it seems like a long-range bullshit thing.
Where must I bring the power source?
Travel across the armature to the starboard side, Captain. I will open a maintenance apse for the volcano cannon.
Protocol suspended. Access authorized.
The apse is below you, Captain.
Right, how does one get down there? Right, so I can't. Right. Ah! Fuck! Eat that! That was last cannon. It's the answer to and solution to all of life's problems. Where do you want to go? Oh, now I can go there. Oh. Why would you have the socket there?
Target.
Imagine you're inside, you're like, oh shit, I've got to put the power source in.
Firing now.
Boom, baby.
Alarm. Ejecting power core. Shutting down all systems.
Captain, all systems are overloading. Did it work?
Invictus performed admirably, Enoch. The warp gate is closing.
Thank the machine god.
Shutting down all systems.
Hello. My boys. Just came down the elevator. So, should we go? Can we go back in?
That's done it.
Yeah.
Nemeroth and his demon host still roam free.
Never mind.
He is trapped on this world.
And all the more desperate to recover the power source. We must get it to safety, old friend.
Good news on that front. Lieutenant Mira reports that the Liberation Fleet has entered the system. The Inquisition will surely have sent agents with the fleet, Captain.
Oh good, more evil
Perhaps
Inquisitors.
we can return the device to them.
The Inquisition has already failed to stop its exploitation by chaos.
Yeah.
No one must use the device, the Outlaws, ever again. Contact Lieutenant Mira and have her divert a Valkyrie here to pick us up.
Yes, Captain.
Didn't realise Mira was our fucking taxi service.
I suppose putting a bolt around through that damnable power source is out of the question.
Too risky. We could open another warp gate, for all we know. Upon our return to Macragge, I will confide it to the chapter master and his librarians.
And until then?
My most trusted brother will bring it to our strike cruiser and seal it in the armory.
Oh, there is a storm bolter. Shall I... Okay, we're going to take the storm bolter. Just for fun. Where are we going? This way.
Get this damn thing secured, Sergeant.
As quickly as I can.
We got the
What will
last
you
cannon.
be doing while I run this little errand?
There are still thousands of traitors and heretics on this world. I intend to drastically thin their ranks.
Lieutenant Mira's Valkyrie is on its way, Captain.
Excellent.
Nice.
We make for the landing pad. And watch for the Chaos Lord's forces.
me guess. Ambush? There's a lot of explosive barrels around. Makes me think ambush. Definitely ambush. Non-main character. Here's the only item the main character's been safe from. Yeah, right. Seems very suspect, doesn't it? And here we go. Oh, what a surprise! It's an ambush.
Retrieve the warp device.
Sidonis, get to the landing pad.
Aye, Captain.
It worked! Bullshit!
Measured in blood, yours or your enemy's.
This game's great, except they really didn't sort of like, they don't really like you, they really like to surround you with things that can shoot you and then let you get picked off. It's like they get a little hard on for it, don't they? They throw in things like squigs. It's like, no, you can't enjoy yourself. No, what the fuck do you think you're doing? You can't go around enjoying yourself. Get lasered. You get lasered. Can I go? Right. Is there a weapon? There's no weapons around there, is there? Still dying horribly, I see. Yes. Stop the bolt would have been a great idea. Or more ammo for the last cannon. Okay.
There! Retrieve the warp device.
Sidonis, get to the landing pad.
Aye, Captain.
No, you're right. The Stalker Bolter would have been very useful. stand in the corner then and just pop you off in a cab. It's a very dynamic and fun. Oh, that really go with the plane. Another wave, just in case you weren't having too much fun the first time. Like, yeah, let's go again. Where are they? Just the one guy. Oh, at least a flag. Like, they can at least mix it up, you know, have maybe a couple on the high ground that you can shoot, and then send in some melee guys. That doesn't look good. Did we get any more ammo for the old las cannon?
These traitors are determined, and this landing pad does not offer much cover.
It's alright, got one. Fantastic shot on your back though. No, Sidonis, who could have seen this coming?
Sidonis!
He's a big lad, isn't he?
At last!
What a surprise.
No!
No!
Such a pretty bauble. Hiding such
Big Mag
ignorance.
dumping Chaos Space Marine is Laura.
This device is a gift from the Chaos Gods. It holds the key to my evolution, to my ascension, to immortal demonhood.
Mate, you've been alive for like 10,000 years. You're basically immortal anyway.
Humanity's blood across the stars. You continue to resist my touch. Only a deep connection to the warp can explain this. Will you rejoin my sweet mother?
Yes, we've had first immortal, but what about second immortal? I feel like with 10,000 years, I'd be running out of things to do, you know? I'd be twiddling my little immortal thumbs.
I couldn't reach him in time.
Sidonis died as we all should. A righteous battle.
Yeah.
Degree Flarebrook. Turn your thoughts. Vengeance. Nemeroth will pay in blood.
Oh, not these fuckers again. Right, turns out that you can be, you know, filled with the power of the warp and all be, you know, floating and shit. But it doesn't really help when it comes to being shot with a las cannon. Also, I'm getting very ballsy all the time. Oh, run away! Run away! Run away! Run away! Oh, crap! two of you at the same time isn't necessarily super.
Success is measured in blood.
It really is just safer to laser them, isn't it? Just laser them. Okay, right. Okay, so first things first, go and grab the ammo. Don't worry about it, it's
as we
fine.
all should. In a righteous battle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Turn your thoughts to vengeance.
Okay.
Nemeroth will pay in blood.
Hello, assholes. Where are you? There you are. Go. Thank you. Like, Sam, just keep me busy a second. I'm just gonna. That's it. Good job. You're doing really well there. That's it. Just act like a punching ball. Look supple. Say cheese. Tell them more about the codex. I'll do it.
Mira here. Valkyrie on approach.
Is it more than one Valkyrie? Because know what happened to the last lot. Do grenade? I mean, I'm going to be honest. My track record with grenades isn't great.
We're ready to transport you.
I tend to like throw them at my own feet and shit.
The sergeant.
The traitor lord murdered him.
Is it murder if you're at war?
Nemeroth killed Sidonus for the power source. You said the Inquisitor's work was heretical, Leandros. You were right.
What do you mean?
Nemeroth plans to use the power source to trigger his transformation into a demon prince.
Abomination!
How can we stand against such a creature?
I will kill Nemeroth when he's most vulnerable. During the transformation.
Ah, sweet irony.
Safeguard Sidonus until the apothecary arrives. Then join the Imperial attack.
Going alone is suicide. Or worse, we know the enemy takes great interest in your connection to chaos.
Do you fear my falling to chaos?
Of course not. Whatever lies behind your resistance, it can only be to the enemy's favor.
Why? Perhaps this resistance can get you close enough for a killing blow.
I will destroy Nemeroth with skill and steel, or die trying. If this resistance comes into play during battle, so be it.
So be it.
I'm sure it won't. I'm sure it won't come up.
I must reach the orbital spire.
Farewell, Captain.
Am I going this way? Am I? Looks like a long way down. Which way am I going? This way. Alright, let me stock up. It's like I'm going. Am I going this way? Oh. I need to press the boot on. Who doesn't love a new elevator? Oh, God, the Imperium fucking loves elevators, eh? Come on. Up, down. That's all I can do, really. Resistance to space hell doesn't make you a chaos. Yeah, right. It's the opposite. Bad. It's bad for space hell.
Hard work occupies the body and distracts the mind. It is a noble and worthy...
The stench of aliens permeates this facility, but it is tolerable because it represents progress. I acquired specimens for experimentation. Orc, Tau, Eldar. Even a Tyranid Lictor, which nearly caused a revolt among my tech priest allies. I designed the weapon to use the warp energies to target the weak points in the Xenos brain and rupture them. That is the tidy theory. When I put it into practice, however, the specimen's head explodes. Distasteful, but effective. The weapon works.
Interesting. Is that fresh new flavour? Hiding. Oh, we don't like that. That's like some horrible shit, that is. Gonna appear right in front of you. That's creepy. It's supposed to be corn demons. You're not supposed to be creepy. Where's my last cannon? There you are. No, you don't. Definitely. There you are. No. None of that weird warp bullshit for me, thank you very much. Hello, friend. Just stand still a second. Stand still. There you go. I guess you can do headshots. Just stand still. Yeah. One shot, one kill. Anyone else? Oh yeah, you. Oh, stand up. Stand up. Big game. There you go. Cheeky. Oh, we got some friends. There is something incredibly satisfying about the Stormbolter. It's way too niche. It is, but it's also a lot. I mean, it shoots a lot of bullets, which I like. Accuracy is all very well and good, but you know, the sheer amount of bullets is also quite tasty. Right, where are we going now? Big arrow there. So
Captain Titus, the
yes?
Liberation fleet is in orbit.
Oh, nice.
Fresh troops are landing, preparing to assault the orbital spire.
It may be severed, but it's still the enemy's strong point.
The fleet is preparing an all-out assault.
Their attack will not be enough to stop the forces of chaos.
I know. Good luck, Titus.
Right, exactly. You don't need accuracy when you can replace the atmosphere with explosive ordnance. That's just... it's just fun times. When I played a lot of PlanetSide 2, I played the Terran Republic because they have the faction with all the shoot faster guns. Oh no, actually, I do like this. It works for demons in... yeah, exactly, it works for anyone in melee range. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, we're playing this game again, aren't we? Right, 2 can play in that game. Anyone else? Ambush.
Ultramarines targets.
Really obnoxious.
Purge the enemy!
Get wrecked. Get wrecked, son. Should have kept the last cannon out. Can't go wrong with hip firing a las cannon. Friends? Maybe. I mean, probably not. Nope. Not friends. Delightfully squishy, though. Very satisfying. Yeah, the Stormfall, I mean, despite the amount of fire it throws out, it doesn't actually do an awful lot of damage, does it? Yeah. I think I will do that. To be honest, if I could have... oh god. Oh, hello. Who the fuck is shooting? Oh, you are. Like them mortar shots, don't you? Where did you go, you cretin? Right in the head. You're right in the face. Okay, did not leave me with much ammo. this, they're very accurate with that. Grenades. See you down there? Humans are cheaper than mass rifles. Yeah, that's true. That is very, very true. Poor Imperial Guard. Hello, friends. It's my heavy one. Something nasty and big's going to come through there. Dawn's best, eh? I'll be taking that, thank you. Hang on.
We're at the medic center. There's no one inside. Just piles outside the walls.
There we go.
Safe from you, demon.
You will tell me after you're dead.
Gonna be honest, he kind of asked for it. Anyone else? Anyone else want to go? I mean, yes, almost certainly. You. Ominous corridors. Shut up. I was not attacking, I was walking. You attacked me. It's very much on you. That's a you problem. It's like your Sister Regent. Ah, Sister Regent is the best. What a gal. Why can't we have a Sisters of Battle? That would be so good. Just like this, but with sisters instead. So good. I fucking love that shit. Like, this format is fucking great. They just need to do more of this.
Ultramarines, this is Captain Titus.
Which is criminal, only like the second game is coming.
The whole glance of Jove is at your disposal, Captain.
I must reach the orbital spire. Tell your pilot to make his approach.
Yes, sir.
So, how's everyone's day been? I made a cake. My child wanted to make a cake for Mother's Day because I don't think he just thinks like it's basically a birthday. So Mother's Day's tomorrow. He wanted to make a cake, but I think it was that surreptitious thing where he's kind of started to get a little bit sneaky. Not in any way that's actually kind of good. Like he's not. If he was a child in Crusader Kings 3, he would have the intrigue of 0. Because basically he wanted to make a cake so that he could eat the cake. That's basically the idea. But I'd made the cake, right? Finished making the cake. We had one of those cake mixtures. So I'd got it out of the cupboards. My wife had ordered it earlier in the week because we said we'll make a cake. Got it out, made the cake. It was a little bit dense. I was like, that's fine. I don't really know what I'm doing. But it was, it's all fairly easy. Anyway, so I cut it flat so I could like put the bit on top of the bit, do a bit fancy. And I put the offcuts in a little bowl and said, maybe Mummy would like some. Do you want to take them up? Yeah. And then my wife came down and she was like, where did you get that cake mixture? I said, it was the one you ordered. She was like, no, I ordered the chocolate one. Where the fuck did you get the toffee one? I was like, well, from the cupboard. She was like, how long has that been in there? Turns out, about 2 years. But apart from the fact that the cake is very dense, it was fine. So, he's getting cake now. You say this. The other day, right, because I pick him up from school. The other day I came back, I was in the kitchen, and he like I could hear. He came into the kitchen. He walked across. Now to get to my office, which is this room, you have to walk through the kitchen because basically it's off the side of the kitchen. So I could hear him like walking behind me. I was like, "Where are you going?" I was just going to look in your room, Daddy. I was like, "No, not unless I'm there because you break my things." "No, I don't." "Yes, you do, because I've got a small pile of things here that require being glued back together. So you cannot go in my room unless I'm with you." "Oh, okay." 2 minutes later, right, there's a lot of noise coming from the other room. I'm like, you know what? I'm not paid enough for this bullshit. So I'm not investigating. A lot of noise. And then I hear some like scuffed dragging. And it's like, it comes into the room and it's coming in behind me. At this point, I'm like, I don't want to turn around. I don't want to turn around and find out what's going on, but I have to anyway. I turn around and basically he's got this cardboard box and he's doing a solid snake. He's effectively using this cardboard box to try and sneak into my room, but in the shittest way possible. Like it was I didn't know whether to be impressed or just yeah. Anyway, he's not sneaky. It's some other Space Marines. That's adorable.
Blood Raven Squad Corpus reporting in, Captain Titus. We joined the Liberation Fleet at Bakar, along with a squad of Black Templars.
Unleash the fury you showed in the Aurelian Crusade.
No, I've never played it for you. This is entirely off his own back. He was like, yeah, I've got a cardboard box. I know how I can stay on the side.
Join the forces driving into the demon host, and stop any enemies trying to follow me up the orbital spire.
That shall find us wanted.
Honor and glory, Blood Raven.
No ammo yet. Good.
Purge the heretics!
Yeah, but for like 2-year-old cake mix, it was actually pretty good. You know? It was dense, right? It's really dense because I think the bacon powder probably is just like inspired. But frankly, I kind of feel like that just means you've got pure cake there. Big cake would like you to have lots of air in your cake so they can just like pad it out. Whereas my cake was about 99% cake. It's basically a biscuit. Right? It tastes good, it's good, it's fine. It was all good. It was fine. go, boys. It is quite loud, isn't it? Hang on. No, that's the audio log. Options, there we go. Sound effects. Let's just bring that down to about 65. Let's see what that's like. Nope, no.
Drive them back!
It's not fucking... Someone like you. What the fuck was that? Yeah, you don't want to hear mysterious house noises, do you? That's the worst thing you want to hear. No, it was this vibrating on my PC next to me. Just the weirdest sort of vibrating noise. Vibrating noise is not the worst thing. The worst thing to hear late at night is a child singing a nursery rhyme, isn't it? That's probably the worst. That's really high up there. Nope, that's me.
Ground forces. Ultramarines drop pod incoming. Squad regulars making planet.
Right in the back.
Ultramarines, deploy on my mark. Heavy infestation at drop point Validus.
That's somewhere else.
Cleanse and purge.
Oh, there's a small hole in the paper.
Destroy these chaos forces. I must reach the orbital spire.
Yes, sir.
You. Also. Okay, it's weird to me that the autocannon is... Because the heavy bolter, right? The bolter is supposed to be effectively like a rocket-propelled grenade, isn't it? In a shell. So it's supposed to be... It hits someone and then explodes. So the fact that the heavy bolter, which is supposed to be the bolter but, you know, more, has less of a punch than the autocannon feels very weird.
Captain Titus, Squad Solinus reporting in. Manufactorum Narses is secure.
Very good.
Your orders, Captain.
Contain the chaos threat here.
Understood.
Altogether, it's just supposed to be basically like a...
I will need all your skill, pilot.
I will take you into the Eye of Terror if you ask it, Captain.
The orbital spire will do for today, brother.
I'm fairly sure, like, in the game, the autocannon's got a strength of 4, and the heavy bolter's got a strength of 5. I would build and paint a Thunderhawk. It's so beautiful. It is very pretty, isn't it? I need to print a on my 3D printer. I want to print a Thunderhawk out. Got the file. Just need to wait until it's warm enough so that I can actually print without the toxic fumes overwhelming me. Is it? Is it? Am I out of touch? No, it's the children that are wrong. Maybe I stand corrected.
I will hold here as long as I can, Captain.
No, brother. Rejoin our forces and bring fury to the enemy. This battle is mine alone.
Yes, sir.
I stand corrected. Hello? Are you friends? You're not friends, are you?
Better crippled in body than corrupt in mind.
Better fall through a hole than actually manage to land a hit. The amount of enemies is actually very low, isn't it?
I will hold here as long as I can, Captain.
I was thinking about it because you've got orc boys, you got shooters, you got ard boys. They're the ones with the shields. You got the 2 sword orcs, right? Then you've got the knob, and then there's the rocket orc who can fuck right off. And that's basically it for the orcs, right? There's no like weapon. There's no like you know, dreadnoughts or anything. You know what would be cool is like boarding a Gargant. They should have had a Gargant. So basically, you get the Titan. They should have had a Gargant. You should have been boarding a Gargant while the Invictus is fighting it. So you should be like, you know, they're shooting it. You should be like, oh, we need you to take out the oh fuck, what the fuck do Gargants use as shields? It's not void fields. It's power field? Is it a power field? I can't remember. Whatever that. You should be like,
rejoin our forces and bring fury to the enemy.
10th edition is strength 9. Hang on. Which edition do I know? Hang on. Warhammer 40k editions. I need to know which edition is the one that I knew, because I knew edition 3. It might have been 2nd edition. 40k 2nd edition. Yes, it was 2nd edition. Oh my god, I'm so out of touch. I'm so out of touch. Yeah, I knew 40k when it was 2nd edition, so that's my hot take. Ooh, no, didn't want to do that. Hang on. The 3rd Imperial Guard. Ah, 3rd edition. Alright, boys. Pay attention to what I'm firing myself now, aren't I? Nope. Maybe we don't go up there? Here.
This madness will not stop me, and neither will you.
No, because basically now I'm immune to level access. Fuck out of the face. Whoa, careful, careful. What of you? Inquisition Death Guard Codex. That's as far back as I go. Oh my god, when did I get 40k? Because it came out in 93. It must have been 94 I picked it up. It must have been 94. I'm so old.
I've encountered unexpected results.
Can imagine.
Warp energies affect different species in different ways. Essentially, I can tune this weapon to cause maximum damage to whatever enemy we face. If humans are caught in the blast wave, they will not be harmed.
The Dark Gods of...
Dark Gods of what?
Slip in 2 days. Warp-wise, the stronger the assault on my psychic shield. I need rest.
Cannon 3rd edition was S7, so anti-elite and light infantry. Well, I think in 2nd edition it was definitely straightforward. Or maybe that was Necromunda. Or maybe I'm angry. Because it's been so long. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, you. I'm probably just wrong, to be honest.
The psychic attacks are increasing. I'm hearing things now. Name, a constant whisper in my mind. I must understand it, because something completely unexpected has happened. Orcs are invading this planet. The timing is perfect.
Kill the loyalist!
Your brothers thought the same, traitor. Their corpses lie behind me.
Down to the range targets!
Friends. To make you feel old, the original Dawn of War came out before I was born and I'm an adult now. Oh, I saw something the other day. You know the right, Teletubbies, right? You know Teletubbies, and there's the sun. This is the original one. The baby that played the sun in the original Teletubbies now has kids of her own. Which is wrong, because that shouldn't happen. That shouldn't be allowed to happen. That's bullshit. Oh, I lost my fucking backpack. Never mind. Pick up ammo, yes. Stormbolter, well... If you could give me a las cannon, what have we got? Yeah, I think we go with this, and we've got the las cannon, we've got the las cannon, and with the vengeance launcher. Do I want the vengeance launcher, or do I want the plasma gun? I feel like maybe the plasma gun may be the way forward. Stalker bolter always. Oh, you think? I don't know. It doesn't seem to be able to take out Chaos Space Marines very quickly. It's a bit... Okay, I'll take it. Alright, all purpose. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Hello? Oh, fuck. No, yeah. Get out of my face. begun is awesome. Yeah, I kind of... Yeah, I feel like the Stalker Bolter was good early on, but I think now... It was good against the Orcs. I can't get it. Okay, never mind. Well, we're stuck. We're stuck with it. Hello, little floaty skull. Weird that you took an audio log of that, but fine, whatever. Dear Diary, demonic chanting.
In Nemeroth's name, I possess this corpse. I possess this Inquisitor. I possess his secrets. The warp device is here. So close. But how can I get to?
There you are.
Send that one, RADEON!
Right in the end. Pretty good chance to punch through Ceramite in one pit. Yeah, I mean, the thing is...
For the final glory of chaos!
Really?
Hold the door! Kill the weak! Space Marine!
Souls again.
Let the galaxy burn!
You. I like how the love letter's now stuck behind. Hey, right. Let's do this in. Where are you? There you are. Oh, missed. There we go. Shoot. Stand still, you there. Oh, there you are. Right, we do have a land. Okay, we've got a land. That's not sure. Okay.
Destroy the weak!
Fuck you! The game. I mean, I don't think the lore is completely lore accurate, to be honest. I think the lore just changes randomly. Like, the size of Titans changes almost every time they come up in any kind of lore. Like, the size is... They've never quite worked out how big Titans are. You've got that picture where it looks like an entire, like, squad of Space Marines could hide in the barrel of, like, a Gatling blaster, but realistically, Warhounds are actually quite short. Like, there's enough space for, like, 3 people in the head, and that's about it. Titans are Titan size, of course. Exactly. They are Titan size. That is the thing. They are indeed Titan size. So there's enough space for 3 people to fit in a Warhound's head. but I don't like this. But according to some sort of like books and stuff, there's enough space in an Imperator's like command head to have an entire like firefight, which it just isn't. There'd be no space. It's like got multiple depths. It's very electric-y, isn't it? Doesn't look good.
There is much blood on your hands, Nemeroth.
Well,
For
yeah,
all
he's
those you have killed.
Yeah.
For Sidonus, and for the Emperor. I will finish this.
It's staticky. And if the people on a diet or not. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I mean, it must be. The lore is. I mean, it must be hard. It's The thing is, I don't think they've got. Maybe they do. I don't know. Maybe they do have like a person who is like, you know, this is how big this is, and they have like standardized it quite a lot. But I think there's still a lot of confusion.
Your herald and champion. I have burned 1,000 worlds in your dark names. You challenged me to recover this fragment of your power, and I have done so. The slaves of the false emperor who dared claim it as their own lie dead at my hand.
Yeah. The biggest campaign of the Great Crusade had less people in World War II. Found him. Come on now. We're gonna have a big old 1-2, big old speech. Yeah, there we go.
I return your dark relic.
You are much alike, you and I.
I offer up this world and all those upon it. I ask for the reward that was promised.
You want to talk to your gods? I will send you to them.
Admit it, Titus. The power of chaos is within you, calling to this relic. Imagine the Ultramarines dominating this galaxy in glorious conquest, with you at their head. Imagine the power you could wield.
I mean, have you
As
done
a
that?
slave to chaos, nothing you say could tempt me from the path of honor, or from avenging the deaths of my battle brothers.
Oh, hang on.
You are no threat to me
Wait
now,
for it. That'll do.
Ultramarine!
Show them fury!
My ascension!
Strongly
Grant
disagree.
me your favor. Corrupt my flesh. Make me demon-kind. Show this fool the true nature of power.
They're all over the place. Right. The best thing to do is just find somewhere to hide behind so you can just shoot them, pick them off one by one. I remember this boss fight being anticlimactic.
The
we're going to do the talking
slaves of the false emperor who dared claim it as their own lie dead at my hand.
Okay, let's take that. And kind of tempted to get the melter gun. I'm kind of I'm get the melter gun. Yeah, go for it. Right. Right. have the chat. Yeah.
Dark relic.
Can't skip it, just gonna have to keep watching it.
I offer up
as a Salamanders player, go Melter.
And all those
I did like the Warhammer TV. What was it called?
That was promised.
The one with
want to talk to your guards?
Following the Sister
I
of
will
Battle.
send you to them.
That had the Salamander in it. Was it Salamander?
Admit it, Titus. The power of chaos is within you. Call it
Brian Nexus. Yes, that was it.
Imagine the ultra.
He was such a good boy.
Dominating this galaxy in glorious conquest, with you at their head. Imagine the power.
I can skip it. Fuck for it.
You are no threat to me now, Ultramarine! Me your favor. Corrupt my flesh. Make me demon-kind. Show this fool the true nature of power.
Explode off their own accord. I mean,
to the skies,
oh no!
You opened a gateway to the chaos realm, Captain. Already, our legions are pouring. The slave of the false emperor was trying to save this planet from one invasion. Instead, he ushered in.
That is always the case. Fuck, I don't want to sit through that boring speech again.
Your pathetic Imperial forces will be scoured clean from this world. Soon, my entire invasion fleet will cross into this reality. Titus, I have the will of the dark gods behind me, but you have no one, and you will die here, alone.
If you say so. If you say so.
Killing my servants matters little. I am unassailable. The gods of chaos protect me with the very energies of creation.
Did it? Whoop, whoop.
You forget, Nemeroth. I am no stranger to the touch of the warp.
That was the plan. Knock him off. Whoa, fuck me. Shoot up the ass. Oh. Ah, it's quick time. Space. Fuck you.
If it takes 1,000 years, I will rise again and take my vengeance upon your flesh.
Well, this is riveting stuff. Did you?
Will I fight you, Bart?
Oh, don't let me know! I don't have to do that again. It's so dull. Oh my fucking god, it's so dull. Okay.
You cannot kill me, Titus of the Ultramarines.
Really? Space.
If it takes 1,000 years, I will rise again and take my vengeance upon your flesh.
I don't know where I'm going to be. You definitely won't know where I'm going to be. I don't know where I'm going to go.
In milk, a true son.
Space.
Chaos.
Never.
Space. 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 Who thought quick time events were good? What absolute sociopath went, you know what, it's fun. Quick time events. It's really good. Look at the kids like Dance Revolution. And this is basically that, but without dancing. Space. Space. Oh, man. scorched his face.
Will you be joining us soon, brother?
I'm good, thanks. Something to be, isn't there? Super anticlimactic. Right. How tall, how was that tower? Holy cow. Right. It was, I mean, it was basically a space needle, wasn't it?
Look there, Ultramarine. You have saved this world.
You're welcome. Should I find a, right, that would have been amazing. My wife.
I see the Ultramarines are human, after all.
More than you know, Lieutenant.
Inquisition is here.
His injuries appear chaos inflicted. You are certain of this charge?
Captain Titus has been corrupted by chaos, Inquisitor Thrax.
I am
Like
no
Sandy, you
heretic.
piece of shit.
You lie! Only an agent of chaos could withstand such warp exposure.
I sent the demon to oblivion.
But did you have unholy assistance? We must know. You will submit to my authority, Captain, or the Inquisition must conclude that you have corrupted every Ultramarine under your command. Not to mention those who stand at your side.
Ignore his threats. Come on.
The Inquisition will destroy you, Mira, and the Ultramarines will be forever dishonored. Leave my brothers and the Lieutenant alone. I will come with you. I do not know why I can resist the touch of chaos, but I swear I will discover the truth.
We will discover many truths, Space Marine.
Codex Astartes leaves no room for doubt.
Fuck you.
You cannot touch the warp and emerge unscathed.
The Codex Astartes is a set of rules. They guide us, shape us as Ultramarines, teach us to hold duty and honor sacred above all. But how we live with those rules is the true test of a Space Marine. And you have failed.
Oh, what a dunk. I should have sent it to Chapman. Yeah, basically. Oh, what a dick. That's a dick. Codex disobeying Black Templars, right? Secured. Pretty good. What, from the bits which sucked. Ah, that was good. When did this game come out? Hang on. Space Marine. Space Marine game. It came out 2011. Jeez. God, that's a long time ago. Let's do that. There we go. One of the greatest games of all time. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, let's be honest. The actual gameplay itself was fine. It's probably the best game of its type because there have been no other games of its type. Apart from Eternal Crusade, which was better. But obviously had the slight issue of being an MMO. I really liked Eternal Crusade. I'm gutted that died. When Lego Ninjago came out. Not one of the greatest, just one of the games. No, there are worse games out there. Space Marine 2 doesn't have a scene involving slapping Leandros. I'll be disappointed, right? Bitch slap him. Like, does a Codex Astartes say about this? Right in the back of the face. Good. That's pretty good. You know, I enjoyed that. It's just I don't think they quite got the mixture between the melee and shooting right. There were definitely points there where you went, well, the only way I'm going to survive this is going to just be behind a box and take pot shots at people with a las cannon. The multiplayer was great though. It was fun to customize your own Space Marine or Chaos Space Marine. Starminatus Private. Oh, customizer. Reach level 4 to unlock the customizer. Okay, so you can basically... That one sounds pretty cool. I mean, it basically sounds a lot like Eternal Crusade. Is it Eternal Crusade? Backhand slapping. Just like a boop on the nose. Dick. And then watch him getting eaten by a lictor. As if reaching level 4 is ever going to happen. I imagine there's not very many people. I think you can do Exterminatus privates and just do it solo. And eventually you can. I was reading something about it last night. Apparently that's the way you can do it now. But yeah, it's pretty dead otherwise, which is a bit of a shame. It's very good. I'm looking forward to 2. Menu shows you your 2 current customized Space Marines. Has he got like a little pouty face, pouty mouth? What's going on here? Oh, it's a skull. Of course it is. Of course it's a skull. Makes perfect sense. So, did you have different classes of Space Marine? Do you have different weapons to start off with? Or were you just always... You started off with a bolter and then you could get weapons elsewhere? What do you think of Dawn of War 2? I like Dawn of War 2. It's just not as good as Dawn of War 1. I would love... What I don't understand, right? What I don't understand is... Turn the sound down a bit so I can actually hear myself think. Is why they changed it. Because like Dawn of War 1 was like so good. And then they went, let's change Dawn of War and make it more, what was it, Medal of Honor? Was that right? And it just didn't work. I feel like Dawn of War 1 was just great, right? Had they just gone, we're going to do Dawn of War 1 with better graphics, more stuff, more explosions, I think everyone would have been super down for it. And then they did Dawn of War 3 and they were like, let's make... I mean, this is the same problem that... what's it? The Age of Sigmar game had, wasn't it? Is they went, we want to make a multiplayer game. And it just fell flat. I don't want to play a multiplayer. I don't want to play a single player campaign which involves basically playing multiplayer. I don't understand why you'd want to do that. That just seems bonkers. Like, it's fine if you make a map that's interesting, that has generally the same rules, but sort of works by itself. But then in that Age of Sigmar game, there were literally some maps which were just like, this is a multiplayer map against the AI, knock yourself out. And that's what Dawn of War 3 felt very similar. It felt like we're just going to make you play a multiplayer game. This is a multiplayer game. We're making a multiplayer game. It felt like it's one of those corporate decisions, I think. It was very much a corporate choice where they went, yeah, no, we need a multiplayer game. We need an esport. Let's make an esport. And I just... That's why I like Chaos Gate, Demon Hunters. You can break it, but at least it wasn't... Yeah, like Chaos Gate Demon Hunters is really good. It's just a really fun game. And I played way too much Dawn of War 1. What was the expansion? Was it Dark Crusade? Was that the one with the Tau and the Necrons? And that's where you had the Risk map? And even though that was like playing multiplayer, it felt really good because you could kind of like build it up. And I don't... It just felt good. Like the whole Risk map stuff was so much fun. I just want to play as a Death Guard in Chaos Gate. It'd be nice if you could. Like, a lot of 40k games do make you play Space Marines, don't they? In fact, I go so far as to say most of them. If you had like a Demon Hunters where you could play like Chaos, that would be a lot of fun. Oh, can you imagine playing Death being like evil Chaos Space Marines? Causing pandemonium and chaos. That would be great. That'd be a lot of fun. But I guess the problem is you always have to be kind of the... Chaos kind of have to be one step ahead all the time. But I really want... I like playing the bad guys. I want to play some more. Let me be an orc. Let me be an orc. A Tau, anything Xeno, anything but a fucking Space Marine, because Space Marines are so dull. Let me be an Imperial Guardsman, even if my life expectancy is 3 minutes. That's fine. Grey Knights are neat, but why would you have all those really cool Chaos models you can't play with? Right? Tyranid main character get... Right? Why can we not have a... Oh, fuck. What was the game where you played the evil guy and he had the imps? Whatever that was. That, but you're a hive tyrant and you've got termagants just following your little commands to go and eat civilians. Oh, that'd be great. I'd love that. I mean, there is that one Tau FPS. Overlord, yes, that's the one, Overlord. Fire Warrior, yes, and I'm going to be honest, that is a high point in video games, just in general. What a game. Got to play a Fire Warrior. Started off fighting the Imperials, of course. Then Chaos turn up, as is tradition. They just tend to turn up, don't they? They're like that person you know who just turns up to every event that you go to, but you really wish they wouldn't. Little Timmy's birthday, suddenly chaos. Haha, we're here again. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake, not again! Can you fuck off? Can you just stay away for one war? Nope. Oh no, there's always got to be something going on in the background. That or Gene Stealers. Although Gene Stealers are a lot cooler. The Inverse Predator game where I'd want to see... Oh yeah, that'd be great. Playing a Lictor. Yeah, that'd be amazing. Second murder in a murder mystery series. It's every time it's chaos. Just once I'd like it to be Tau. Just for no particular... You think it's going to be chaos? No, the tower behind it. The freaky little blueberry twats. That would be great. That's what I want. Or even the orcs. The orcs behind it. Not chaos. Just not chaos this time. Just once. Just once. I'd like chaos not to be behind it. It doesn't have to be chaos every time. In Dark Tide, they're teasing Gene Stealers. I like Dark Tides. I just... it's a bit grindy. I find grindy games a bit exhausting. Like, I don't really have the time to grind, so I kind of struggle with it. So I like it, but like I want to play. I want to feel like I'm getting somewhere, and I never do in that game. It's just, you know, your weapon has slightly better stats than last time. It's got some good updates. Yeah, I just kind of want to feel like I'm like progressing, and I think there is progression in that game. It's just very slow, and I think I just don't have the time to get into it. And I think while I do enjoy it, I don't know why I enjoy it. Like, I love PlanetSide 2. I haven't played in ages, but I loved it. And even though that game is like you mostly just getting exploded immediately, or, you know, headshot by someone 50 miles away, I still really enjoy it just because of like the general sort of feeling and theme of the game. But I don't know, Darktide just feels a little bit like constrained, and plus, you know, sometimes you get grouped with arseholes, and I think if it was a single player game I'd probably get along with it a lot better. I don't like playing with other people. Other people suck. That's my problem. What do I do? I want to play with people I know, but I'm so busy that it's hard to like actually get together with people I know. I don't like playing with randos, basically. I want to play with people I know, people I like. I don't like the matchmaker, but I do like it. I like playing the Ogryn, although I wish the Ogryn had a flamer. He does have the Ripper gun though, which is, I mean, that does work. I do like. Same. A lot of bullets, no accuracy. That's what I like. Like that Stormbolter. Fun, just doesn't really ever do enough damage. Ogryn with a heavy flame would be awesome, right? The big boy with a heavy flamer. Oh, can you imagine setting people on fire? It'd be great. I do like setting people on fire. I don't know why. Just got to think about incinerating my enemies. What about a game with the Ogryn behind it? Right, exactly. Like, no one would see it coming. You can see the Inquisitors there going, well, it's going to be chaos, and then suddenly the Ogryns turn around, and, you know, the Inquisitor is just like, well, I didn't fucking... That's... What a fucking twist. Like the dwarf with the flamethrower in Vermintide. Oh, see, I never really played Vermintide. I played Vermintide like 3 times, and I think all 3 times they got absolutely curb stomped. And everyone got angry. And I thought I was playing okay. But, you know, I did go, oh, well, I'm kind of... I was like playing the lowest level. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna go in this very lightly. And we just got absolutely annihilated. It turns out it was two Gretchen, right? 2 Gretchen at Trenchcoat. Let's have a game where, surprise, turns out you're on a tomb world. Oh. Yeah, all that one. I feel like half the Caiaphas Cain books, it turns out they're on a tomb world. The Necrons are behind it. Vermintide could be rough sometimes. Yeah, it really can. I think Darktide doesn't seem as bad. Darktide, it feels like easier. Or not easier, but it feels like it's got the better sort of learning curve. Whereas I think Vermintide just kind of drop kicks you into the deep end and then lets you just flounder. Necronium is just Trazin. How do you say Trazin? Trazin? I do love the Necrons. In fact, I've got it's my little Necron guy. Whenever I manage to hold on to him, because my child fucking loves that shit, he is like, "Oh, what is it? It's a robot. It's C-3PO, Daddy." No, it's not C-3PO, for fuck's sake. Obviously, it's not. Does C-3PO have a skull head? Does he carry a massive fucking gun with an axe on the end of it? No, of course he doesn't. God, children are idiots. Through the same map constantly lately, and one of them is just unbeatable. I don't have the flayed one. I almost picked up the Orc. They've got, oh, what is it, B&M. B&M, they've got a toy section and the Orcs in there for about like 15 quid. And I was very tempted to get it. But currently my room is a bit of a fucking... Basically my room is like built onto the side of the house. And it's like single skin. So basically you've got the brick. And that's the site. One side of the brick is inside. The other side of the brick is outside. There's nothing in between there. And it's a bit janky because it used to just basically be like a storage room, like a garage. Think of like a garage basically. So I've managed to like paint the walls, put down some flooring, but it's not great. And also the space here is terrible. So basically at some point I need to do it up, but I have no space to put anything at the moment. I've got one poor little hang on. I've got one poor little shelf there, which has got a huge pile of books on top, and then like some bits below it, and then it's got my 3D printer down there as well. That's everything there, and that's literally all the storage I've got in this entire room. So I don't have any place to put it, so I decided not to. Play outside. That's an option. I want to watch that Star Wars. What with them with the Necrons turn up? Oof. That'd be a rough Star Wars. I'm not sure C-3PO would be into a massive gun with an axe. I was watching on Disney Plus, is it? Disney Plus? I can't remember what the fuck they call these things. The Disney one. The Disney streaming service. And they had like a Lego droids where they kind of, it's C-3PO telling the story of Star Wars, and it made me laugh in several points just because he's going through like the Phantom Menace, and they keep having Emperor Palpatine sort of like, sorry, Senator whatever his face is, saying oh no, I need Queen Amidala to sign that treaty, and everyone around is going, but why? And then before he can explain why, he gets interrupted and something else happens, and it happens like 4 or 5 times throughout the entire sort of episode, and that made me laugh. And then they also shot Jar Jar Binks into space, so he appeared momentarily and then got blasted into space. So obviously they the people who made that had some issue with the storyline for Phantom Menace, unsurprisingly. But that was pretty good. That was what we were watching today. The Squidge wanted to watch the Star Wars movie, so we watched that, and then we had to watch the Lego Star Wars. Lego's been putting out the only good Star Wars content for the past few years. Really have. It's genuinely made me laugh several times. Like, it was actually very funny. The Lego stuff actually is pretty good. I quite like that. If only I liked the games. It's a shame, but I don't. I need to stick this guy up. The problem is, like, I've got my War Master up here, and I keep meaning to finish him. I haven't, but the problem is he keeps getting taken apart by my child whenever my child comes into my room. He's like, "Can I play with your robots, Daddy?" And then he breaks them. Lego Batman is... Oh, the film, yes. It's got, what's his face thingy from Arrested Development doing the voice. Rogue One was good and the rest was mid as hell. I did like Rogue One. I didn't really get into... I've heard that Andor's very good. I couldn't get into The Mandalorian. I really wanted to. I tried and I just bounced right off it. Lego Star Wars games where he pulled out the pictures of Luke was hilarious. I think there were some very funny moments in that. I have an Angron on a shelf who's angry at me because I haven't finished painting him. I'll tell you what, my problem with this guy is... I'm really struggling with the plasma. I don't know what to do with the... I'm going to have to strip this because I've tried painting it about 4 times and I just can't get it. I can't get it looking how I want it to look. So I'm going to have to strip the paint off it and start again because I can't do it. It's really irking me. And the problem is, you get those... I've been looking at loads of tutorials about how to do plasma, and it reminds me of that scene from Simpsons where, like, Homer's trying to build that barbecue, and he's like looking at the picture of the box, because I really try hard to like follow these tutorials, and it gets to a certain point, and then they're like, oh, then you just do this, and it just looks awful. I just look at it doesn't look. I do everything they say. It doesn't look the same. Contrast over white paint. I tried that and it just didn't look right. I mean, I did do that with... So this is some Warhound. Like, this was fine. Get it there? There we go. So this is like a Warhound plasma, and I kind of like, that looks fine. I'm okay with that. And I've tried recreating that, and for some reason I can't do it again. Very irking. Angron has a problem with some very hard to reach skin sections. Oh, I like, the Warmaster's the biggest model I've ever tried painting, and I'm almost there. I just need to... I need to finish off all his armory bits. His armory bits. I like Mandalorian, but Baby Yoda was so obviously made to sell toys, it kind of put me off. It really was, wasn't it? Android's the best of the Disney series. I've heard it's really good. Everyone says it's like, it's the best thing since Rogue One, so I keep meaning to watch it. It's on my list. One of these days I'll get around to it. One of these days. My child has been breaking my poor little Warhound again. Ooh. It's probably... I've almost finished one Warhound. Like, it's very close to being finished. My Warhound. I've done him in like Night Lord colours, basically. He's like a little Night Lord Warhound. I mean, obviously, Night Lords don't have Warhounds. He's basically a naughty Legio who just really liked what the Night Lords were up to. They were like looking at the, you know, the general sort of murder and slaughter, and they went, yeah, you know what? That's pretty neat. I do like the Night Lord. In fact, I've actually got those ones aren't finished. These ones? Yeah. Look, I've got little Night Lords. I'm not sure if it actually like focus on them. But basically, they're 3D printed teeny tiny Night Lords. They're great. Like they've even got the little batwing hats and all that kind of stuff. Fucking great. They're great. Have you seen the new Night Lord kill team? Yeah, they look great, don't they? Really like them. I was kind of tempted, but I've got so much shit I haven't painted. I just love the fact the Night Lords are kind of like the hobo Chaos Space Marine faction. Like they have nothing. They've got no logistics, no resources, nothing. They're just shit. They're just, and they don't even like themselves very much. They're just kind of like murder hobos. It's kind of, they're just you know, keeping it real. They're so comically evil, right? They're so comically evil, and they don't even like themselves. They just kind of hate themselves. After reading Soul Hunter, it became one of my favourites. Yeah, I finished the is that Soul Hunter is the first book? I think I'm on to the second one, so I need to listen to that one. But yeah, I mean the only problem, because I'm listening to it, and the only problem is the voice actor for it is very. He's like doing a weird Dracula type voice. It's a bit weird. There's only one Legion that's like a power metal album. Yeah, it's so good. Fucking love those. Because I was doing Blood Angels and then Night Lords for my Legion Imperialis factions because I thought they looked quite nice, like opposite each other. I'm in limbo waiting for the Emperor's children. I will flay your skin, blah. Yeah, basically, it's effectively. I like the fact that they don't have the lights on in their ship because, you know, it's more broody that way. They're basically just like Space Marine Batman. Evil Space Marine Batman. But then that counts because Conrad Cruz was one, you know, should have been first in the line for therapy, Primarch therapy, but also, you know what? I wonder if one of the lost Primarchs was basically the therapy Primarch, right? But he just quit. He just, the workload was too much and he just left. Just couldn't deal with it anymore. And there's just a chapter of therapy Space Marines out there who, you know, aren't great at killing people, but really good at talking your problems with through. Like, just... Therapy is apparently a lost thing. Just try. Angron was supposed to be the... Angron was definitely not supposed to be the therapy one. Just like diplomacy. Therapy and diplomacy, the two lost Primarchs. That was their skill. They really... Oh, they could have used that, couldn't they? I thought... I mean, surely Guilliman's like a bit... He's a bit diplomatic, isn't he? He's a bit more like the diplomacy boy. That's why he's so fucking boring. He's just a little bit Roman. He was the... Are you sure? Are you sure he was a therapy Primarch? Do we have confirmation of that? Because it feels very suspect. He had the power to take others' pain into himself. Oh, really? Holy shit, he was the therapy. Jesus Christ, no wonder he's so angry. It's only a fan theory. No? There's so many fan theories. Hang on, we'll look this up. Hang on. Angron pain into himself. It's mentioned numerous times that before he received the Butcher Nails, Angron had some sort of power to absorb the pain and negative emotions of others. He never explained in detail what his powers did or how it worked. Or even how he put it to use. Here's the excerpt. He essentially took the pain others suffered and endured it himself. The ability was destroyed when the nails were implanted. Angron's mind was ruined. I also find it interesting the other Primarchs had the empathy ability was sanguineous. He felt each of his son's death like a feather plucked from his wings. Oh. Well, there we go. There we go. Then he got the nails whacked in his head. And apparently the Emperor wasn't a smart boy enough to pull them out. There we go. You are vindicated. Vindication. There we go. Angron was the therapy Primarch. Well, there we go. I hate the Emperor so much. He was a dick. The Emperor's a dick. Like, he was... I always like it when someone a group of people, who will sure remain nameless, decide to indicate... No, what? HP Smart? No, HP Smart can suck my dick. I don't know what HP Smart wants to do. When, a certain group of people want to indicate that the person they like is the God Emperor in some way, shape or form, when the God Emperor was fucking useless. He was he succeeded in building a massive empire that is now slowly collapsing in on itself, making everyone's life literally the worst thing it could possibly be. All the Elders' fault for trying to assassinate baby Angron. They took away the therapy Primarch. Apparently so. Maybe he's just so in touch with other people's feelings, and that's why he's so angry all the time, because people are so busy trying to kill each other. I mean, super fucking busy. Good times. Good time. I'm still... What book am I on at the moment? I am on the hang on. Horus Heresy list. I am on... Oh, is it Battle for the Abyss? Yes, I'm on Battle for the Abyss now. Oh, maybe I think I skipped Battle for the Abyss. I think I'm on Mechanicum now, because I heard Battle for the Abyss was like really bad. It's like everyone just went, oh, this book sucks. It sucks. It doesn't add anything. Just skip it. Yeah, so I'm listening to Mechanicum now. Not Battle for the Abyss, right? Everything I've heard about that is that book was fucking awful. Which is a shame. And it drags on for ages. Yeah, so I skipped that one. I've gone to Mechanicum. And then Tales of the Heresy. Fallen Angel. Oh yeah, Descent of Angels and Fallen Angels. There's some there that I'm like looking forward to, like A Thousand Suns sounds pretty good. I've also I've done Titan Death as well, because that was obviously Titans, and I liked the Titans, so I was like, I jumped ahead to Titan Death. But like, I think people say like the first 3 books you have to read. Flight of the Eisenstein is great. Fulgrim's good. Legion's great. And then you can basically skip it up until the end. You wouldn't have had Erda, John Grammaticus, the Cabal, all that stupid shit. That did come out a bit of left field. I mean, everyone says the Legion book's really good, but it just feels a bit weird. They even gave the Emperor a name, for fuck's sake. I don't even know what his name is, to be honest. Is it like Bob? Bob Martin? Ted? I mean, I bet he's had, the thing is, I bet he's had lots of fucking names. The laser blade is still, you mean the lightsaber? Oh, I need to get through it. It's just a lot of books. Like, I like listening to these books because I don't have time to actually sit down and read shit. So I like listening to them on Audible. But each of those books is like 10 hours. Like, you have to listen to them for 10 hours. That's a lot of hours to listen to a book for. And then the Demon Blade Fulgrim picked up. Oh yes. The snake sword, the one where they had all the snakes having an orgy, and he was like, yeah, let's just take the sword off them. Yeah, that didn't seem like a good idea, did it? That seemed like a very Arthas decision. Like, you don't pick up the obviously cursed sword. That's not a win. Don't pick up the cursed swords. That's a terrible idea. And yet the number of people that see an obviously cursed sword and decide to pick it up, bloody useless. What the fuck was HP? What the fuck is HP Smart? Why are you trying to do stuff? You want to do something? Are you just the... Oh, yeah. No. Fuck right off. I don't want to set up a printer. Apparently the Emperor's real name is Neoth. Neoth. That's pretty close to Neil, isn't it? Angry Marine's book would be phenomenal. Just all satire all the time. Let's just possess him. I mean, Fulgrim was obviously like in pursuit of perfection, but I do think the whole possession thing did feel a bit weird because it felt a bit sudden, kind of came out of nowhere, and he seemed like a fairly chill dude right up until that point. I guess they wanted to sort of make you sort of like him and then make him fall, but sort of make him. But then the fact that he becomes possessed, but then becomes unpossessed at some point, and then just still decides to be evil. Yeah, I don't like it. That feels like a bit of a retcon, to be honest. It feels like they just went, no, you can't keep Fulgrim possessed. That doesn't work. So he needs to be his own guy again, because otherwise, and then, you know, they decided to just like slap it in, because isn't it like basically his, like, the Emperor's children try and they like tie him up or something and like try and unpossess him, and he's like, oh no, I've been unpossessed for ages, actually, I just like being evil. I was thinking how Ferrus Manus could have got more screen time, but here Ferrus Manus is Mr. Headless. Mr. Headless. Yeah, bless his little heart. And his head. Getting his head cut off. It's a bit rough. I guess it's kind of shock value. I mean, I guess the problem is that the whole drop site massacre had already been like that was like a set point, wasn't it? It's like a core incident in the Horus Heresy, so it had to happen. But yeah, it's a shame he died so early. And unlike, is it Vulcan who's the perpetual, the one that just keeps coming back to life? Just keeps popping up. Can't kill him. Yeah, I need to find somewhere to put this guy, and I literally have nowhere to put him apart from sitting on my desk. I love how the headless one, everyone knows who. It's because he's kind of a bit shit, isn't he? Like he doesn't really do much, but at least he's better than Logar, who is, let's face it, the shittest Primarch. Is it Logar? Logar. The shittest boy. The one who's just garbage. Let's just sit the little Necron. Nope, he's just gonna fall over. Can you just sit there? Sit in there. Ferris was Perturabo with better people skills. Yeah, that's fair. It is kind of amazing how well like the bad people did, considering they were literally all of the retrobates of the Primarchs. You had all of the worst Primarchs were in there. You had the ones with the serious like personality disorders. Ferris was generally pretty chill. He was. Like he got cranky, didn't he? He was like, oh, it's the Medusa blood in me. That's the problem. I'm a bit fiery. I tell it like it is. People don't like it when I speak the truth. That kind of thing. All of the worst Primarchs and Perturabo. Perturabo was still pretty bad because he really needed his ego stoked, didn't he? He needed to be patted on the head and told he was being a very good boy, because as soon as he didn't think he was being a good boy, he got really shitty. I mean, yes, in fairness, Perturabo did very much carry it. He did. I mean, you've got Angron, who is just an angry boy. You've got Fulgrim, who doesn't give a shit. I mean, at one point, didn't Fulgrim take Perturabo to try and kill him so Fulgrim could become a demon prince? So they were really just going for it, weren't they? They were just really like, just the most toxic work environment. Just such a bad. Everyone was being so shit. Who do they have? So they have Angron. He's obviously terrible. They've got Mortarion, who. It's just. I mean, don't get me wrong. Love the Death Guard. Love Nurgle. Mortarion, bit of a prick. You got Fulgrim, with kind of off doing his own thing. I think the Death Guard are the most toxic work. Yeah, that's fair. You had Magnus, who literally only joined because he got fucked over. So he was kind of like, eh. Then you got Perturabo, who is basically the only competent one. You got Night Haunter, who has got serious problems just across the board. And you've also got, who else? Who else have you got? You've got you got Lorgar. I mean, yay, Christ. He's definitely like, if all the Primarchs were going to play football and they had like to pick their teams, you know, Lorgar's definitely getting picked last. Horus, who was vaguely competent apart from all the times he wasn't. Well, the Night Haunter still tried in his ways. He went off and did a Batman. He decided to go off and do his own thing. Like, these guys were the worst. I feel kind of bad for Horus because he really did just have the shittest team, didn't he? Alfarius and Omega. Yeah, okay, those guys were competent. Although you also have no idea what they were up to most of the time. They were not team players, were they? Sevatar was the only thing keeping the Night Lords together at that point. Yeah, because Night Haunter was off doing his I'm gonna stalk around fucking Ultramar for a bit, just have my own, do my own thing. Yeah, but the bad side, not the best. The heretic sides, not exactly what you would call that. I don't know why anyone would join them. Abaddon was better than Horus. I mean, Abaddon was just shit. Abaddon's awful. Abaddon's just, the problem is Abaddon's got no personality. He's basically just a top knot. That's his entire, that's it. It's all he is. He's just a top knot. He doesn't do anything else. He just gets angry. He gets angry, has a top knot. That's it. That's all he does. Abaddon didn't become a total puppet, at least. Well, I guess not. I guess that's true. MMBBC, good evening. He's giving a lot of pain to Vulcan. Oh yeah, all that. I mean, he had his little side projects, didn't he? He had his side projects. Just not very good. Because I do feel bad for Horus. It's amazing they managed to do so well. But I do feel bad for Horus, and I don't understand why. For example, like the Mechanicus, like the head Mechanicus guy, he turned heretic, didn't he? I can't see why he looked at Horus and went, yeah, these guys, I'm definitely joining these guys. They seem like they seem on the level. Loken was the best of the sons of Horus. Poor old Loken. And then you've got, I always liked, is it Garvey? Garviel? No, that's Garviel Loken, wasn't it? Who was the other Lunar Wolf? In the fuck it is. I forgot the name of it. The group of four thing. You had Abaddon, yeah, Torgadon. Yes, Torgadon. Torgadon was great, right? Torgadon was of all the Lunar Wolves definitely the best one, because you had Logan. He was just gruff space marine by the book. Then you had Abaddon. He was just angry top knot. You had Little Horus, who was basically just non-angry Abaddon, and then you had Torgadon, who actually had a Mournival, thank you, and then you had Torgadon, who actually had like a personality. And then BBC, thank you very much for gifting a membership, much appreciated. Tarek Torgadon and Little Horus Aximan, that's it. Yeah, Aximan didn't do anything, but Torgadon, he was a lad. He had, you know, he did sarcasm and shit. He had a personality. Most Space Marines don't have a personality. They just shout, you know, brother and for the Emperor and punch people in the face, and that's pretty much all they do. And then you had, who was the Death Guards? Who was the Death Guard who took over? Captain of the Eisenstein, basically. Loken 2. Garrow, that's it. Nathaniel Garrow. Yeah, he's basically Loken though, isn't he? He's basically Death Guard Loken. That's all he is. He's basically the same character. He's effectively exactly the same character. It's like, oh, he can't be in two places at once. I guess we'll just make a character that's basically exactly like him. No problem. Love the content. Want to support it. Thank you very much. Oh, if you can make someone else happy while you're doing so, that's great. Oh, bless your hearts. Garrow is old. I know. He's not exactly the same character, but he's like basically the same character. It's like they obviously wanted basically the same character, but he had to be down on the planet, so they needed someone else to captain the ships. They were like, okay, I guess we just like, he's basically the same person. By the book. By the book, Hero Man. But am I right in thinking, I can't remember if this is true or not, but the lore for the Horus Heresy is basically written down in the Adeptus Titanicus, the very first like Titans game, because they needed a reason, and this was like before there was any proper lore. They needed a reason why, you know, they had Titans on both sides, so they basically like did this Horus Heresy thing. And in the booklet for the Adeptus Titan, this is like, you know, before, I think this might have been before 2nd edition, 40k, but the story, yeah, precursor, yeah, so basically it was even before you had little tiny Space Marines, it was just Titans. You just had Warlord Titans effectively, and the kit was like 4. You had 8 Warlord Titans in the box set, and there were 4 on both sides basically. And the story for the Horus Heresy was basically it's like basically like a page or something in this little booklet, and that was the Horus Heresy. That's all the information you had. So that was the lore on the Horus Heresy. And I think, if I remember correctly, it was basically Space Marines sitting around the Eisenstein, basically talking about how the Horus Heresy, and basically just like mentioned the drop site massacre and the Primarchs. But at that point, the Primarchs weren't like Primarchs, they were just like captains or something. They were just generals. They didn't really have any of that law wasn't locked down. Back in the good old times when Titans were small and boxes were full of plastic. Like 8 Warlord Titans. 8 Warlord Titans. Jesus Christ. Leman Russ was still a captain. Yep. Yep, they were just like... They didn't have Primarchs, did they? Back in those days? No. Lorgar was still the shittest one, though. Ah, the poor word bearers. It's not their fault. They tried their hardest to be relevant. It's just their Primarch is shit. Bless him. I still remember getting the Space Marine box. You got so much stuff in the Space Marine box. You got so many tanks because it had Orcs, Space Marines, and Eldar in it. And you got like Orc infantry and like battle wagons, and then you got Space Marines and Rhinos, and you got Elder Guardians, and you got Falcon Grav tanks. And I used to hate the Falcon Grav tanks because the only person I ever played against liked playing Eldar, and he would always have like an entire regiment of these fucking Falcon Grav tanks hiding behind a building, and they do pop-up attacks, and it was incredibly irritating. The Webbearers did cause the whole heresy, in fairness. So they did kind of win. I mean, sure, they kind of won, but still, they, you know, they didn't really though, did they? They didn't really. I mean, in the same way that the UK, you know, invented football, but we never fucking win the World Cup, do we? And no one thinks we're a particularly good side. So, you know, have we actually won? Nah, not really. A Pyrrhic victory. So where the elf hate comes from? Yes, exactly, that's it. It's just the person... I only had one opponent growing up, and he always used elves. So I always had to fight elves. Elves, Eldar, everything. Now everyone praised the Emperor, like they originally wanted to do. I don't think the UK wins at anything. No, you know what? I saw something today that said the UK was the second most depressing place to live. We can't even win that. We can't even win the most depressing place to live in the world. Which in itself is depressing. We do have Warhammer, though. That's true. We do. We do have Warhammer. We do. That's fair. That's a valid point. Auto-resolve at its finest. I'm playing with my little toys. Only makes it worse. Right? Uzbekistan got first, and the UK got the second. Like, oof. That's rough. I mean, they're not wrong. You know, it's fair, but to lose out on the most depressing, to lose that. But you're right, we still do have Warhammer. I need to print some. Well, no, what I need to do is I need to paint some stuff. If I get the time, that's what I need to do. I need to print the stuff. I need to put together. I've still got like some Titans that I haven't put together yet. I need to do that. No Warhammer in Uzbekistan. Well, there probably is. There probably is Warhammer. Just, yeah, they don't have a Warhammer world. Mind you, my brother said that he went to the Warhammer store in, I can't remember where it was. It was like somewhere in America, either Boston or somewhere. And he was showing me pictures, and it's really nice in there. Like, really nice. Like, it looks beautiful. Like there's like coffee in there, it looks airy, and then you go to any of the Games Workshop stores in the UK and they're dreary little places where you expect to find sex offenders. That's the vibe they give off. A stream of MA building a Titan. It's me swearing a lot and then dropping bits on the floor. I've heard Warhammer Tokyo is great. It's a cafe. See, that sounds really nice. My local game store owner always says, it's not a pile of shame, it's a pile of opportunity. I'd watch that. Do I have to go? What have I got? I do have... I do have a Warbringer Nemesis Titan I haven't put together yet. I need to do that. I've also got a bunch of Warhounds I need to put together. Again, the problem is, like, I've got this stuff. I've never actually played a game with it. Because I don't have the time and I don't know anyone nearby. They have neat exclusive minis in Japan, like the Malignant Playcaster that comes in a Death Guard. Ooh, that sounds fun. And the coffee is served by Adeptus Sororitas. The problem is, Kev, I guarantee that 95% of the Warhammer playing population, if they got served by a young woman in skin-tight power armor, they would either have a heart attack or they would have to be executed for the amount of heresy they were thinking about. Just by standard. I know that the few times I've gone into a Games Workshop with my wife, you can tell that everyone gets very nervous. Got a woman, right? I walked in, like, my child was there, right? So immediately he's like, oh shit, look at all the toys. Amazing. So my wife is like, okay, let's just make sure he doesn't touch anything. And you can see all these like people like they suddenly like go, why is there a girl in here? Why? What's a girl doing in the shop? I don't like this. It's making me very nervous. I've never seen a woman in Warhammer Birmingham. Which is a shame, because I mean, I do think like some of the best painters I've seen on Twitter and stuff do tend to be women. They're very good at the old art, aren't they? Doing stuff that I can, you know when you see a picture of like a miniature and you just think, I feel bad now because there's no way in hell my stuff is ever going to look even 10% as close as good as that. I've seen a woman in a Warhammer store, usually my reflection in the window though. Women have reflections now? Don't know about that. I thought they were based like vampires. They weren't allowed unless you invited them. But that's what they wish in the Warhammer store. But I do notice, like, when my wife walks in, like, if I've gone in to get a paint or something, my wife walks in, you can tell the atmosphere just subtly shifts. Everyone feels a little bit nervous. Don't go in the sun. Oh, that's probably what it was. That and the not crossing running water. Oh, bless them. I mean, there were quite a lot of women. When I went to Warhammer World, there were quite a lot of women in there. But I guess that's more of a... Like, you go to Warhammer World because it's kind of like a day out type thing, isn't it? Like, unless you live in Nottingham, you've probably gone there especially to go to Warhammer World, so... That's more likely. Like, I guess... Most people probably just order their stuff online. Like I do. I know there's like a Warhammer store... Well, technically, like, as the crow flies, within 5 miles, but I would have to actually, like, drive quite far around to get it. It'd probably take me about an hour. Or, like, 45 minutes to get to a Games Workshop store. But I would still probably just buy my stuff online because it's more convenient. Like, very rarely do I go into the city to actually get stuff. If I go to the Warhammer store, it's because we've gone into the city anyway, and I just go, like, oh, I could use, like, a, you know, more Nuln Oil to dunk my miniatures in. It's cheaper online, which is kind of sad because it means going out is worse. Yeah, I went to Warhammer World and I didn't, well no, I bought some paints, but I then bought Necromunda, but I looked at Necromunda and found it was like 30 quid cheaper online, so I just bought it online. I could have bought Necromunda there and then, but I was like, what's the point when I can basically get it 30 quid off? I'm truly blessed with the 2 local game stores in my city. Just 50-minute bike ride away. Oh, that's pretty good. You don't have to start conversations with people when you buy online. This is true. To be honest, when I went to Warhammer World, it was who are the Space Dwarves now? The Squats, the new Squats. The new Squats, I think like the Codex had been released or something, and then they had immediately had to, like, people looked at it and gone, this is shit, and then they had immediately had to like do a bunch of fixes on it or something. There'd been some controversy regarding the new Space Squat Codex or something. So we went to Warhammer World, and I went with my brothers, my 2 little brothers, and my youngest brother. They do that thing where you can like ask for a miniature. They like have like a miniature of the month, and you can ask for it, and then you have to build it there. And he asked for it, and the guy there said, "Oh, would you like one?" I think it was one of the new Space Squats. And I said, I can't remember what I said exactly, but I said something slightly controversial, and he immediately shut down. Like he was like he knew he could say nothing. I think it's something like the rules have been leaked online, and I said something in regards to that, and he just his face went like stone. He was obviously not having a good time. This is why I shouldn't be allowed out. I say controversial shit. I would have cart at Warhammer store and was a week late and £5 more expensive. Oof. I really enjoy talking to my local game store people, to be honest. Maybe if they're happy with me, since I'm only there for the free minis. Ah, free minis. The price is right. I did like Warhammer World though. It was good. The Bugman bar, actually, very good burgers. I'll give him that. It was a good burger. Coffee was fine. Liked the they had all the exhibitions. They were really good. I only have free mini money these days. I mean, that's kind of why I bought a 3D printer, so basically I can print my own now. That was my thinking. And I've printed a load of shit. Like, look at these guys. I need to actually find out if I can actually help. There we go. Look at these guys. Little tanky boys. They're 3D printed. I think the gun. Oh no, the gun's not broken. I thought my child had broken the gun, but he hasn't. Not yet, anyway. Not yet. But I like him. Little. Are they Ciceran? I can't remember what the fuck they're called. I don't know what the Horus Heresy stuff is called. So I can print my own. I even printed some. Oh yeah, I've got some like little rocket pods for my Warlord Titan for his shoulders. It's quite neat. The nice thing about printing Legion Imperialis stuff is it doesn't take very long. Like 45 minutes, and you've got an entire infantry army printed out. When you can just steal them from the store. Yes, I mean that is an option, I guess. Although obviously stealing is bad. Don't steal. Naughty. Got to commit to one army. That'll save me money. Oh, if you learn ever how to commit to one army, please let me know, because I can't. I like the shiny things. The shiny new things crop up, and then I get blinded by the shininess. Not stealing, raiding. It's just borrowing for an undetermined amount of time. I think most of the stuff here is. I bought the Legion Imperialis box, but I mean, you can hardly. The thing is, you can hardly tell the difference. Like one of these is printed, and one of them is the actual one, but you would struggle to tell from a difference, from a distance even. I mean, I do think the real one does look slightly better, but again, it's one of those cases where you wouldn't be able to tell it at a distance, especially when they're so small. I keep saying the solo launch of EC will be my army. I just need to release it this. Oh, Emperor's Children. Treat everything except for one army. It may work. I'm just being a Bloodraven guy. Just borrowing all the things. I did because I got Necromunda and I wanted to play that. I've also got Blackstone Fortress, which I have played with my brothers. I played with my brothers and my brother's girlfriends, and that was a lot of fun. Particularly when so I've got youngest brother with his girlfriend was there, and then I have my other brother and we had an event where basically you had to draw 2 cards. We were playing Black Fortress, drew 2 cards. They were basically fighting over an artifact, and you could basically just go, that's fine, you keep it, right? So he went, I want it. To which my brother's girlfriend went, oh, okay, well, no, I'll have it then. And then they fought, and the hilarious thing was she kicked the shit out of him, right? Her character beat the ever-living crap out of his character to the point where we had to then return, because you like do this, you play as many maps as you want, and then you have to go back to the like the hub to like do your in-between bits. And his character was so badly mauled, we had to go back because he wouldn't give in. He just kept going for it. And I think he was a little bit salty about it, which made it even funnier. I've got a friend to Warhammer, but unfortunately for me, he picked up Stormcast Eternal. Ugh. I mean, you mean ex-friend, right? If there's anything worse than Space Marines, it's Stormcast Eternals. Even if I've got the glove. Where is the glove? Oh, there is. Don't bring everything down on my head. There we go. This is like a little promotional thing. Got my little Stormcast Eternal glove, which again my child also really likes playing with. I wanted to just go with Custodians instead, but he didn't. Oh, the fool! Blackstone Fortress likes to be fun on my board game night. It's really good. It's really good. I still don't think it's quite like the original Warhammer Quest, but it's pretty good. There's something about the original Warhammer Quest that's just so good. We also played what is it? The Age of Sigmar, the Tower one? I can't remember what it is. The Zinch Tower one. That's the Warhammer Quest. We haven't played Cursed City. My brother has it, but now he's living in Alaska, so it's quite far to go. So we're probably not going to do a board game night in Alaska. Incidentally, my little brother really fucking wants this. Like, he is desperate to get his hands. Silver Tower, that's it. He desperately wants this. I'm like, no. It's mine. I've got the glove. And Squidge fucking loves it as well, to the point where if he sees it, he wants to wear it. Especially one morning when he wanted to wear it to school. So he went to school. I had to walk him to school while he was wearing this. Which, we got some funny looks, understandably. Like, the quality's not amazing, but it does look really cool. Also, you shouldn't get your friends into Warhammer. It's just get them into something less expensive, like cocaine. Don't get him into Warhammer. I told you who the cool parents were. Funny looks mean nothing when you have drip. Oh, this will get the ladies. Trust me. This is pure Riz, as the kids say. Probably. I know my wife was stunned when I went in wearing it. She was stunned into silence. I'm assuming because she was so impressed. She certainly laughed anyway. I need to find somewhere. I need somewhere to hang it up. I might even be a nice brother and give it to my younger brother, because Gone with my emo friend. You have an emo friend? I mean, it's not goth, but it's close. Is it? I don't know. I genuinely don't know what the difference is. Emo just like little? Is that what? Is that like? Is goth the evolution to emo? Is that how that works? Is like emo the Pikachu and goth the Raichu? Is that basically how that works? Yaga Simpsons don't associate. I mean, you're not wrong. Although he probably would look after it better than I do. Emo because they have no friends. Oh, that's not true. What about other emos? That group together for protection. Like a herd of meerkats. If you're the middle child, you've earned. I'm the oldest. I'm the oldest child. But he would look after it better than I do. He was semi-distraught when I said that my son was wearing it and playing with it. He was generally like horrified with the idea of that. He's a proper collector, and I'm like, nah, I'm just chucking it everywhere. First dibs are yours as the old. I mean, plus it was sent to me as well. Like, you know, if he wants one, he can play whatever fucking, what was it? Realm of Ruin. Poor old Realm of Ruin. I wanted to like it. I went in with like, I really hope I like Realm of Ruin, but I didn't, because it had all of the bad things from Dawn of War 3, which was the multiplayer, and it didn't have any of the good like Dawn of War 2 RPG stuff in it. So basically, it was just the bad part, without any personalization or customization or any of that stuff. It was just the bad part, which is a real shame. Yeah, and it obviously did really badly, and then that company, it's the same company that does Elite Dangerous, isn't it? They like jettisoned off. Entire friendship group was pretty much empty back in high school, and I wouldn't have had it any other way. Oh, Pixel Cat, no. The problem is that at my school, because it was North Cornwall, it was very much, there's basically two groups of people. There was three groups of people. There was the cool kids, there was the farmers, and then there was everyone else. And I was lumped in with the everyone else group. You know, you could be desperately uncool, but you had to be a farmer. My friendship group is gays and emos. That's a party. That's a party, baby. That is a party. Yo, same. Majority of my housemates went Truro and Truro College. The horror story. I went to Truro College for like 2 years. It was alright. And the main issue was when you wanted to get to the car park, and there was that stupid like crossing right in front of the building, so people would come like charging out of the building, and you never knew if you're going to run them over or not. I guess the problem is college students tend to not have great survival skills. Not skills, what am I thinking of? Survival. Survival aspects? Survival something or other? My friends are the ones doing shotties out of a Coke cans. Oh, that sounds fun. They hope to get hit. Maybe. They want to be alive. They also called the security guard the sheriff because he wanted to be a policeman so bad. Survival instinct. Yes, thank you. Survival instinct. That's what I meant. So they just like come like it's like you had like that much pavement, and then the building, and then the crossing. So you would have to like edge up there and like start driving, and sometimes people would just like almost walk into the side of your car. No self-preservation. That's it. They'd like be just almost walking into the side of your car because you were like trying to drive across it very, very slowly, and they just come charging out of the building and straight into the side of it. They changed it. They might have changed it. I mean, that building was quite new. Hang on, I'm going to look at Truro College. That's how I remember it. It might not. It might be completely different, like autocannons. Where am I looking? Over here. See, it doesn't look that close, but I could be wrong. It's fucking miles away. No, it's because they came out of the gate, didn't they? And then yeah, pain in the ass. Meanwhile, I went to Catholic school where the upper class kids pretended like they were from the estates. The actual estate kids were sound. Holy shit. My wife's a teacher, and she did say that at one point during her teacher training, she was at a school in Westminster, and she, in the same class, she had the kids of the like the Archbishop of something, or I think she was the Archbishop or something, and also kids from like the council estate, because they all went to the same school. So you had these kids like from absolute like generational wealth, and then kids that didn't like eat every meal because they were so poor in the same class. You can't imagine that would cause like a little bit of conflict. Which is earlier, and I was wondering if Black Fortress was the board game that came with a book that redefined a lot of the old Warhammer 40k races, or was that something else? Black Fortress is... Ooh. Why is this so fucking wobbly? Probably because it's massively top heavy. How did this get... Why is this stuck? There we go. Black Fortress is that one. Tap myself in the face with it. I don't know. I don't think there was anything like super extravagant in there. I could be wrong. I think the problem with this shop is it's very top heavy. It's probably fine. Did you have a fancy hat? It doesn't count if you don't. Went to an all-boys school. The thing I've witnessed shall never be repeated. Funny enough, they all found out deodorant exists when the girls joined the sixth form. The heady smell of Lynx Africa. I had fun at school. My chemistry teacher played online chess with my friends. Oh, I love that guy. Single-handedly made possible exams. Oh, that's nice. It's nice when a story about a teacher doesn't get creepy. I'm trying to think, did I like any of my... I think I generally had a terrible time at school, to be honest. Just generally bad time. I'm trying to like... Has Truro College grown any? I don't think it has. Oh, maybe it has. Seaton building. Oh, maybe, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Richard Lander School. Oh, that's the right secondary school. Yeah. God, I haven't been to Truro for ages. I used to work in Truro. I used to drive there every day, and now I genuinely can't remember the last time I went to Truro. Do you have any bad teacher stories? I mean, I had a maths teacher who basically just gave us the books to do. Like, I don't think... No, you know what, I tell a lie. I think there's maybe a couple of times he, like, stood up and did some actual teaching. But for the most part, it was, you know, you had these maths books you had to work through, and you just did that. That's all you did. And if you had a question, he belittled you. Which is probably why I didn't do very well at maths. Did not speak of the horrible things I saw lads do on school trips. It's worse than the Catholic school kids. Those same kids in another country where they have signed slips to let them have beers. Oh my god. He'd been to Vietnam back. I learned that he had used face hair removal cream on his balls. Jesus. Can you do that? A maths teacher that won't shut up about the US national debt. It was a big problem when it comes to almost every problem he would try to explain. My drama teachers are the best though. Drama teachers are always pretty good. Is national debt actually a problem though, considering it's your own country's debt? Like here they keep going on about it like, oh, it's like a household budget, but it's not like a household budget, because a household doesn't literally generate doesn't generate their own money, nor does it have their own production abilities. What the hell is a drama teacher? It's like you know, basically like theatre school, I guess. Like they teach you how to do acting. It's basically that. Like, you know, you do little plays and stuff. Is that not? I thought that was like basically like a universal thing. I thought everyone had drama teachers. Didn't really find the drama teacher, and he knew it. He had an empty room and a single book for us to use to act from. Oof. Mind you, Greg Davies, who does Taskmaster, he used to be a drama teacher, didn't he? Because there's that show. What show does he do? Man Down. Is it Man Down? Man Down with Greg Davies? I think it's Man Down with Greg Davies, where he's basically like he's a teacher, and because he always said that he used to like teach these kids and then go outside and cry because he hated teaching so much, but he was stuck with it. When the Latin kids went on school trip and some of them got really fucking drunk and sick. I think we're like 14. It's been a fun conversation piece. Oof, that's rough. Freak teacher who got me into writing was my English theatre teacher, and he was amazing. He was great in the in-betweeners. Oh, he's great in everything. Greg Davies is genuinely an absolute legend. He's doing another tour very soon. I want to buy tickets because we saw him last time and he was genuinely hilarious. Meanwhile, my friends didn't even get questioned afterwards because they were big fucking nerds. I think they probably just get a little bit more leeway. I think if the teachers generally like the kids, they'll kind of just go, you know what? As long as you're not vomiting, as long as you're not obviously drunk, I'm not going to care, because it's more paperwork for me to deal with. Just Magic the Gathering cards. Oh, that'd be amazing. The problem is there were no real nerds at my school. I don't think there was, or at least I didn't know there were. Or maybe I just didn't know I was a massive fucking nerd. I hadn't quite realised, and I probably should have, but I hadn't. It's great. Saw him live before he did a live. The Apollo set. He's fucking huge. My dad is history teacher, so I have a soft spot for Davies. He's great. Maybe the real nerds were the nerds we met along the way. Oh, I was definitely a big nerd. Like, I collected little miniature people and painted them, and I played EverQuest. I was a fucking massive nerd. The fact I didn't know you were the only nerd at your school. I mean, I probably wasn't the only nerd, but I don't think, you know, this was back before we had the internet. We couldn't find each other. It was difficult. Yeah, but I only had the one opponent, and he didn't even go to my secondary school. It was hard. It was hard to find. It was hard to find people. Hard to find people to be nerdy with, unfortunately. We didn't have the internet. Days before the internet, you know. No forums, no internet porn. EverQuest really sucked without the internet. It really did. You know what? I've got a little... I got this ages ago, but it's a little EverQuest troll that sits on my desk. Because my character was a troll. What did he play again? Elves. Pointy-eared little freaks. There's so much shit having been on enough trips. Pretend to teach was on Mon to get to a bar. Would walk in sixth form with like, way morning, first name. Oh, sixth form was like completely different though. I remember like I had to go and so I lived like the other side of town. I walked to my friend's house, got him up. Then we walked down to our other friend's house. We got him up, and then I walked to school. So which meant if I just walked to school by myself, right, I was super early, but I was always late. But I got given a pass because I was the only reason that my two friends ever got to school within sort of like the morning time frame. So I remember like walking into school one day with my friends, and the head teacher was there. She looked at us. She looked at those two and went, you two are going in the book. Then she looked at me and went, you get a pass. Because I was the golden boy. Having your teachers know and like you definitely helps. I didn't do any homework on my exam year and never got into trouble. I got kicked out of sixth form for not having a good enough predicted grades. What? It's bullshit. I do remember that on our first day of sixth form, some of the boys were playing football, and we had like this massive like plate glass window in the front. It was like one of those old, you know, the old like cabin school buildings. It was basically that, but like one wall was basically one long bit of glass. And it'd just been lunch, and we were waiting for like, you know, they were basically giving you like, you know, induction shit. And they were playing football indoors, which was, you know, debatable as to how sensible that was. And I want to say about 30 seconds before the deputy head walked in to give our health and safety sort of like induction, someone put a ball through that window. And when I say through that window, I mean it went really through that window. Like the entire glass, like just... So he kind of walked in and went... and then just walked out again. I think we broke him. The time it was literally like you heard this kick, the glass, like the sound of the ball hitting the glass, and then the sound of glass shattering. But because it like cracked the glass all the way across, like the top of the glass then fell down. So it was one of those moments where it takes like a good 15 seconds for all the noise. Like you hear it, you instantly know what's happened. You just wait for the sound to die down, and it took about 15 seconds, and then about 10 seconds after that, and everyone's deadly silent. Then the deputy head walks in. It was like, ooh. Oh, it sounded like that. It really, I can hear it even now. I can just hear, because I wasn't even facing the window. I was facing away. I was the other side of the room, and I just heard that first glass shatter. And then the continuing noise as all the glass like fell down outside, inside. Fortunately, no one was near the window because it was really bad. I think partly the reason they didn't get in trouble was because had anyone been anywhere near that window, they would have been quite badly lacerated. It was not safety glass. Just been talking about stuff, right? I really should just go to bed. I could be in bed now. I could be asleep. Reconnect with a best friend from childhood. We have a common friend playing the Lord of the Rings mini tabletop game. I'm in sixth form, and then learned we lived 2-minute walk from each other. Oh, that's nice. Managed to break a table right before our teacher in charge of the school trip I was in walked in. Luckily, I didn't have to pay for it. Oh shit. Bedtime, innit? Oh yeah, especially because like my child usually wakes me up around 5 o'clock. Threw one of those grow in and egg aliens at my high outdoor wall in year 7. I saw the stain on the wall last time I visited school a few years ago. Oh no! I have to get up in the morning. Being here isn't a smart plan. It is fun though. It is. I like having a chat. I did that in my flat. I was with my now wife, then girlfriend. We had this, you know, one of those things that like sticks to the wall and then rolls down. I threw it at the wall and it left a mark. So when we went to move, I was like, shit, I need to cover that. So I tried painting it, but I just made it more obvious. So I ended up trying to just merge it in with the rest of the... Have you seen that Father Ted episode where he's got the car and he like has that little dink on it and he's like trying to hammer it out and it just gets worse and worse and worse? It was basically that, but with paint and a wall. I ended up painting the entire fucking wall from... Like, I should have just left it. I could have just left it. It would have been far less noticeable. As it is, they didn't seem to notice that, but they still charged us like 100 quid because there was crumbs in a drawer. But you know what? At that point, it was just too stressful. I just let them have it. On last school day, we hid a little plastic babies everywhere in the school, threw them behind cabinets, in flower pots, everywhere. For Mr. B. Oh, yeah, no, it's exactly like that. Yeah, it's exactly like Mr. B was. Yeah, it was basically that. It was a nightmare. We've got D&D, obviously, first edition Pathfinder. Yeah, the bad one. Cute little game called Root. A mech game called Lancer. Oh, I do like a mech game. A nice little painting will fix this and really tie the room together. It really did. Monsters, why? What I used to do to my boss is I got a box of googly eyes, and I would stick the googly eyes on things in his office. Like when he went out, I would get the box and I would stick them on some more things, and then every so often he'd realise and shout at me, much to my amusement. But the point is, he always found like, oh, you've put googly eyes on a pen. Like, yes, I have. I've also put them on 10 other objects in your room. Enjoy finding them. Going to a Catholic school was just Father Ted before I even knew what it was. Is it like Derry Girls, where they're in the school run by the nuns? Felt like he was always being watched. Lancer's a top ticket. What is Lancer? Lancer tabletop. Because fucking love me a mech game. Anything with mechs in it, I'm in. Ooh. I've always wanted to get into like BattleTech, but the miniatures don't look great. That's my only problem. I want good miniatures. Fun mech games. Basically, math homework. You should look up the Archer Battle Mech. Peak mech design. And then the longbow. Oh, I want to do like, I've got the Adeptus Titanicus and I've got Titans. I've just never actually played it. They've been getting better. They have. I've seen some of the 3D prints, which do look really, really nice. Lots of new plastic. Let's have a look. BattleTech Mini. You know what? You know what? That does look pretty neat. That does look okay. That's pretty good. Unless you get like, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 7 mechs in a box for 30 quid. It's not bad, is it? I'm tempted now. I'm very tempted. Proliferation cycle. What does that mean? I've seen Homebrew for Lancer, which is Adeptus Titanicus and Neon Genesis Evangelion 1. 2 types of mech gamers, to be honest. Game of Armored Combat is a pretty good starting point. Armored Combat. See, this is you're tempting me now. Tabletop. Does it have bullshit missile launcher vehicles? I mean, the minis don't look too bad. I just wish maybe if they were like a bit bigger. Are they 8mm? Oh, they do look pretty good. I do like a mech, you know. Oh shit! Look at the fucking sheets you're supposed to fill out. That looks amazing. Mostly because I always remember playing Epic when you had like the proper sheets for the Imperator and Mega Gargants. I think there's some vehicles coming out in plastic soon. Like from space, chocolate selection box tubs. Really in depth. It's great. computer version has vehicles. I know, and they're bullshit. Absolute trash. Hate them. The Discord to join. Yet another server to add to my collection, right? I've got so many servers I've got so many Discords that I'm part of that I just haven't looked at in like years. Ooh. Ooh. Telling you to get more plastic crack. I've got so much plastic crack. And now I've got a load of resin crack as well. So that makes that in so what the fuck is STL? Cult 3D. That's it. Cult 3DS. Cult 3D. Let's see if there's any hang on. Let's see if there's any BattleTech STL. Oh yeah. It's nice, there's buildings and stuff. Oh yeah, it's like a load of stuff. Assault tanks. It's like the drop ships. Little people on vehicles. Rat cat. Oh, I should play the BattleTech game again. I do like that. I like games with lots of little tanks. That's what I like. The SRM carriers in BattleTech game are complete bullshit. The story mission with them was fun. I'm lucky I'm not brave enough to try the resin. Oh, it's fine. You know, everyone says it's complex. It's really not. It's really pretty easy. Just find the STL. You get the software to slap them on the plate, and there's some, you know, there's some little tricks and stuff to get it done, but some pretty cool overhaul mods. Might be worth a try. It might be. Oh yeah, they are. They got like what was I thinking of? There was that one I wanted to try. BattleTech. Workshop. Was there a workshop? Maybe there wasn't a workshop. I did get the DLC. I'm sure there was like a mod which made everything. Oh yeah, it was Rogue Tech, wasn't it? Enemies are deadlier, and that's intentional. That sounds interesting. I mean, the only problem I ever had with BattleTech was that it did like to just like dump enemies on you, didn't it? You had your Formex, and it would be like, oh, by the way, the enemy has 18. Enjoy. So then your only strategy was to use the thing where you can like hunker down, and I think you get double shots or something, so you could literally just try and take them out as quickly as possible. I think there's a 3067 which allows you to drop another lot. See, that sounds more sensible. Like I don't mind there being. I kind of want it to be kind of fair. Ronin library. The AI finding chance of improved AI and variable upgrades. I never really thought the AI was that bad, to be honest. It's called 3067. 3067. BattleTech mods. Could be worth a look. Did not try Rogue Tech much. I'm going to sleep. So good night, everyone. No night, MMBBC. Yeah, talking of good night, I need to go to sleep as well. Considering I need to take the child tomorrow, no matter what, seeing as it is Mother's Day. The greatest present a mother can have is the ability to have a lie-in without being interrupted. BattleTech Advanced 3062. I That could be an option. Oh, BTA 3062. Oh god, it's got a whole wiki page. Shows you it's good. List of mechs. What you got? Do they have clan mechs? Because let's face it, clan mechs are always the best ones, right? Oh, they do. Shit. Adder, Cougar, Devil, Firemoth, Firefly, Incubus. Because my first experience with BattleTech was playing the original BattleTech games, and mostly playing as the clan. Is it Ghost Wolf? We had that game, which I managed to complete, and I always remember I managed to complete the final mission after getting my leg blown off by using my jump jets to just hop around. 3050 was the clan invasion, yeah. See, I know enough that I know the clan invaded. The clans invaded. I just don't know when that happened. Ghost Bear? Might have been Ghost Bear. Whichever it was. Hang on. BattleTech games. Video games. Here we go. Is it Ghost Bear's Legacy? Ghost Bear's Legacy. Yes, there we go. It was actually a follow-up expansion pack for MechWarrior 2. Yeah. The old Timberwolf. Oh, that was my go-to. Love that boy. What an absolute legend. Not Wolf. Ghost Bears are my favourite clan. I'm not familiar with BattleTech, but I really need to get into that since it's a game I've heard about a lot. What's the wifey's favourite game? She plays this like mobile game where you have to like link up colours. That's pretty much what she likes. She doesn't really like video games in general. She's not a big video game person. Like, she quite liked playing when I had my Game Boy Advance. She quite liked playing like the Mario games. Candy Crush likes, yeah. They're not baby games. They're just like, you know, just they're still video games. They're just different. Yeah, they're Candy Crush likes, yeah, that's true. Which is fine. That's what she likes. That's entirely fine. Stone Rhino. Oh, did I have a stone? I'm trying to remember what. Or maybe it was a super. There was definitely a. I'm trying to remember what mech it was I played in that game, which I just used to hop around. If you know, Candy Crush takes amounts of patience and skills. It really does. Games your auntie would play games. Yeah. Do you think she'd be into Stardew Valley? Oh, I don't know. Maybe. I think the problem is she doesn't have much patience. So she doesn't, and plus if you suggest something to her, she'll immediately take umbrage with it. Like if you go, you should play Stardew Valley, she'll immediately go, I don't want to play that. She has to do it. It has to be her own idea. So you have to lure her into it. Really keeps your attention though. It does. Time for Space Warlord Organ Trader Simulator. The pace can be fucking murderous. Yeah, I think she likes nice chill games that, I don't know. There's definitely some games she likes, but I don't think it's like her in her wheelhouse at the moment. Copy of Monster Hunter at the table. I do have that on my Steam Deck. But I can't work out how you're supposed to play it. Like, I've tried it, and I still can't, it just dumped a whole load of exposition on me, and told me to go and find, you know, Jeremy the thing guy, and then was like, off you go, and I didn't know where I was supposed to go. I ended up in a place, and then something ate my face, and I was like, okay, well, this game is not for me. But that could just be that I haven't really kind of like, I need to like give it a proper try. I can't remember which game I've got. Hang on, I can find out because it's on Steam, isn't it? I got Monster Hunter Rise. Is that a good one? Yeah, I got Rise. I just don't know if it's good. It's all about learning what enemies attack with. I wasn't good at it, but then the club was fun. I've heard it's a lot of fun. I can't, I don't know. I wasn't really sure what I was doing. It felt like a game that kind of assumed you would have a certain amount of understanding about what this game was about, and I came into it with absolutely no understanding. It's okay. Not the best, but not the worst. I've played Monster Hunter World. I don't know why I got Rise. Monster Hunter. Well, oh god, Monster Hunter's only £8.24. Maybe that would be the better one. Maybe that's the one I should try. Dragon's Dogma 2 looks promising with big guns to kill. All I've seen about that is the is a character creation. Monster. I mean, it is only £8, 67% off at the moment. I mean, you know, for that amount, you're kind of like, it'd be silly not to. You'd be mad. I need to find my cards. I'd watch you stream that. Me going, I don't know what I'm fucking doing. Oh, it's already saved my details. Don't need it. There we go. Don't make late night financial decisions. Helene, you're about 30 seconds too late. Already done. Like for £8, I'd be silly not to. Can add that to the list of games I haven't played. Classic. Do it, Dwarf Fortress. Oh, that's another game. I need to play Dwarf Fortress again. I need to play. Oh, what game did I get the? Oh, Cyberknights. Cyberknights looks pretty good, and I keep meaning to get around to playing that, and I just haven't yet. Monster Hunter Abound. Dwarf Fortress Adventure Mode is out soon. Oh, I always just like building the fortress. Again, I need to play that again as well. Because I do love me some Dwarf Fortress. Just never stuck at it long enough to actually be good at it. That's my main issue. Like I've got a whole bunch. There's so many games I really want to play in my lists. I've also, because my kid is into Ghostbusters for some reason at the moment, I got the Ghostbusters video game remastered, which he wanted to play. But he mostly just wants to see the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. That's basically all he wants. He just wants to see the Marshmallow Man. Every time we're playing anything, I was like, where's the Marshmallow Man? Where can we go see the Marshmallow Man, Daddy? I don't know where the Marshmallow Man is, mate. It's just like Total War, where you say, save my pennies, and then proceed to spend all your money. Exactly that. Except, you know what? I actually spend a very little amount of money. I don't spend very much money at all. Disco Elysium. Oh yeah, I've got that. You know what? I've got Disco Elysium. I have played it a little bit. I've played it on the Steam Deck. And again, that's a game where I'm like, oh, I would really like to play that. Like on a stream or something. Also just remembered Monster Hunter Now is a thing. It's a Pokemon Go version of what? Disco Elysium should be pirated. Oh yes, you're right, because like there's that whole like thing going on, isn't there? That whole mess. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get very... I played the game and then died. I can't remember how I died. Oh yes, no, I do remember how I died. I died of... I think my character died of like embarrassment when I had to admit that I didn't have the gun. And I think a general sort of collage of the things I'd done up to then basically meant my character died of effectively embarrassment. What happened exactly? It's something like... So... It's something like all the people that sort of like developed Disco Elysium have now left the company. And there's this back and forth about who stole what and like money that wasn't paid, and basically I don't think anyone comes out of it looking great, which is a real shame because Disco Elysium has so many people have so many good things to say about it, and it's a real shame that it's just become a real quagmire of sort of he said she said. But from what I recall, like no one comes out of it particularly well. But yeah, so the company that now, the devs, none of the people that made Disco Elysium are at that developer anymore. And I'm not even sure they now own the rights to it. I'm not sure who does. And that's why you should pirate it. I mean, you definitely shouldn't pirate it, if you know what I mean. But, you know, if you were to pirate it, then, you know, but you shouldn't. But if you were, there's definitely worse crimes in the world. Allegedly. Yarhar. Ironic how critique on capitalism gets fucked over. Gets fucked over by capitalism. Capitalism? Capitalism. I can do words. Me fail English? That's impossible. I'm just looking at STLs of Mech Warriors thinking, I should definitely print some of these. Look how good they look. So pretty. Catapillism. Exactly. Bloody catapillism. Caterpillarism. Caterpillarism? Good. Anyway, yeah, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to install... I'm not going to install it yet. I'm going to... Right. Maybe the next stream is Monster Hunter. Maybe. We'll see. The neural helmet take over. So will. We'll see. Oh, there's also like games like Mars Tactics coming out, which I fucking love. Like, I really want to try that. Xenonauts 2. Hopefully that'll be in full release soon. There's too many good games. Captain Titus doesn't move for an hour, brother. Oh yeah, it's because I can't. There you go. He's moved. It's because I can't. I can't get to any other window with the Space Marine open. So he's just sort of there, just sort of doing his own thing. Anyway, on that bombshell, I'm now going to go to bed because I'm a tired boy. So thank you very much for watching. Finish Space Marine. With any luck, when Space Marine 2 comes out, we'll do some more Space Marine because it's good. Same 3 orcs for half an hour. Just how much? I mean, pretty much all the backseat gaming, I think, because I genuinely know nothing about Monster Hunter. Absolutely nothing. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully be streaming again next week at some point. Good old Captain Titus and fuck Lysander. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.